when you get to a point you need a lady that's, same age as you, so y'all can experience gray hairs together and be old. Okay. My mama's around. You just think about it. You ain't gotta talk about it.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today is a creative force who loves experimenting with music, fashion, and business. A trailblazer in contemporary hip-hop, a cultural influencer, a leading figure for brands, a global hit maker, Grammy-nominated rapper, multi-platinum selling artist, chart-topping producer, respected songwriter, multi-talented actor, director, composer, lyricist, creator, entertainer, host, interviewer, media personality, and a model. A versatile businessman, viral trendsetter, a new wave icon, voted one of the best dressed rappers of his generation, a dynamic force, and he the homie, Atlanta bred, Lil Yachty.
Damn.
That's you?
Yeah. That was fire.
That's you. I appreciate that, bro.
That was fire.
You know what? I know you don't drink, so bro, we're gonna toast this water, get this thing off right.
Yeah. There we go.
Damn, can't get mine up. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Sir, of course. On this snowy day.
Yeah, man, I'm getting on this whole shade right quick. Celebrate the new year with a bottle of Shea, bottle of Forte. Let's get right into it. Thank you for pulling up to the club today. You cut your hair.
Yeah, I did.
Bro, I mean.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things are tied to the hair. You see when people go to different hairstyles, they're in a different phase of their life and they want to try something new. Mm-hmm. What are you signifying? What are you saying by cutting your hair?
Truth be told, it was just damaged. My hair was damaged. I kept bleaching it, coloring it. And so it was real damaged. Then I got tired of, I had a box. Okay. So I ain't had a side. So I was like, man, I wanna grow my whole hair. And to be honest, I've been growing my hair since I was in like 10th, 11th grade, so like almost 14 years ago. So I was like, I just cut it off.
Trying to do something different?
Yeah, I think for so long I was so like embedded into my hair, and it was like, I could never not have hair. I could never. And I think I just woke up one day and was like,
when you color it.
Yeah.
What is the color? Because you, like you said, you used to bleach your hair. You had it red. You had a lot of different colors. So what does your hair mean to Lil Yachty?
I mean, to be honest, man. So I had braids in high school. Okay. And they were black. And my mom, I got to the age where I was able to work. And my mom was like, you need to get a job. And she wanted me to get a job at McDonald's at 15. Okay. And my mom is a businesswoman, real professional. Like she don't play. So my mom was like, I had these long black braids. She was like, you can't go in there with those long braids. You need to look professional. You need to cut your hair. I had an interview at McDonald's.
Look professional even at McDonald's, huh?
Exactly, right? And I had never worked before, so I'm assuming my mama knows she's talking about she got a good job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I really didn't want to because my hair is what separated me from people. But I was like, all right, my mama knows she's talking about. I cut my hair. Did the interview, got the job. The first day and everyone had crazy hair. I'm talking about they had all kind of colors and braids. And so I came home and I was so upset. And I was like, Ma, you made me cut my hair and everybody got hair. It's McDonald's. And she felt bad. And so one day we were driving. She was taking me to work. And she was like, why don't you do something to him? I'm like, what? And she's like, color it red. And I think she don't think I was going to actually do it. Right. Because at the time, you got to understand, it's like 2013. It wasn't a thing. The most that there was in like African-American culture for men was like a blonde patch. Because Wiz Khalifa did like the blonde patch with the black. But color hair wasn't a thing for black men. Right. It wasn't like cool or trendy or just prominent. So like when I did it, she didn't think I was going to do it. But when I did it, it was like, I don't know, I just kept it all the way. And then it became a point where I knew that my hair was like my signature. Okay. And my hair was what was going to
set you apart?
Yes. And and catch people's attention. So I'll never forget when I went to college, I went to Alabama State. And this was like 2015, and still colorful hair for black men wasn't a thing yet. So I had red hair, and I had braids, and I had beads. And I'm in Alabama. So they looking at you like,
damn. Red hair, braids, beads in Alabama.
And I dress different.
And you dress different.
So they was looking at you like,
what he on?
And it ain't what I'm on. what they thought I was on, it ain't what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had this thing in my head. I was like, man, like this is so temporary. This whole experience, like this something. It's a bigger picture for me. It's a bigger. So like, because I could have always just cut my hair and blend it in and had a great college experience. But I was like, nah. Because see, the thing is that on the weekends I would go home, right? Or my dad worked for Delta, so like I would go anywhere, you know? Like I'd be in Alabama Monday through Friday, then after class I'd be in LA for the weekend with $0 in my pocket. Like, but I flew for free, so I would get on a plane and then like go hang out with A$AP Rocky or like something. Like I was always.
You could always find something to do, something to get away.
Yeah. So like I believed in like my look, my image, and I just always thought I was cool, right? Like I've always had confidence since like high school. I was voted most likely to become famous in high school, like because I just always had a confidence level, and just felt like, man, I'm that. You feel me?
Right.
To this day. So that's the whole hair thing, and for the longest, I always felt like, man, I needed my hair. I used to feel that way for a long time. So crazy in the beginning of my career when I first started in like 2016, when I would go out, I used to think, and at the beginning it was this way, I used to think people only knew me by my hair. Like if I would step out and I had my red braids showing, people like, oh, Lil Yachty, like, and I used to feel like Batman, like if I cover my hair, like I could just go out. And for a long time I could. No one really knew my face. They just knew my hair until, you know, I mean, a decade later, obviously, hair, no hair.
Right.
Shit, people see my eyes sometimes and be like, I know who that is. So
you mentioned your mom has a great job. Your dad worked for Delta. What type of kid were you? Did you get in trouble? Were you a class clown? Or did you always kind of know what you wanted to do?
I was definitely a class clown. I got in trouble sometimes. Me and my mother got into it a lot because my mom was really strict. Man, it's so interesting because we have such a beautiful relationship now.
Right.
And I realized that it just had to do with, she just wanted me to be great, you know? So I used to think she was like evil, you know? but she just wanted me to be great, you know? And my mother's from a different time period than me, as to where like, you know, her parents worked in steel mills, you know, and they instilled college in her. She's from Gary, Indiana. So like, all she knew was degree, career. So when I'm like, I'm gonna be rich off rap, and I'm from like a little suburban area outside Atlanta where like no one was famous. Right. Like it was like low to middle income. Like it was just regular, right? So like, she's like, you got like a 1 in a million% chance. You know what I'm saying? But like I grew up, my father is also, he's a photographer. So I just grew up around music my whole life. And I was outside. I was just outside doing teenage bad. I mean, you do bad. You just being young, you know what I'm saying?
So how was your dad? Because normally the dad is the disciplinarian and the mom is a little bit more lenient.
So my parents divorced at 8. My mom was the mean one. My dad is the art one.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad, he was like, you know, my dad got a curl mustache and like gold teeth. He's cool. So like my dad probably dead ass wouldn't kill a spider. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like my dad wasn't, he just wasn't like that for real.
Did your mom ever say, I don't know your father's name, but Charlie, you need to get on that boy. You see him out there?
Yeah, one time she forced, I know for a fact my mom was up to this. I guess me and my mama got into it. My dad came over and like trying to like so-called discipline me. He like punched me in the chest. And I'll never forget, look at him like, I really beat your ass, man. Like for real, like you not even like that for real, but I love my dad to death, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, it's the same as any household. I don't know too many black kids that just grew up perfect, you know, because you're trying to figure yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to figure out your way in life. I think in the beginning of my high school, like experiences, I was like trying to do what my friends did. You know, like I was trying out for football and basketball, and until I realized I wasn't athletic at all.
How was that football experience?
Oh man, I was number like 66.
They gave you that number, or you chose that number?
I didn't get to choose the number.
Oh well, yeah. You pretty bad, did you?
Yeah. And at the time, I weighed like 130 pounds.
Okay.
So I had a lineman number, and I was 130 pounds.
Oh yeah. You wouldn't.
Yeah. I kept the bench warm though. You know, I kept one time. Man, it's so crazy. I got in probably like 2 times the whole season, right before I quit. And one time I got in, on the punt return team.
Okay.
And I was in like that first row.
Yeah.
Usually ball shouldn't come this way at all. I'm on the right. Like the ball should go past me. I guess it was a bad kick, and somehow the ball came my way.
You got it.
And I'm like, this is my time to shine.
Oh yeah. Go get it, Yachty. Go Yachty.
As soon as I picked the ball up and look, oh man. As soon as before I could pick the ball up and look up, I was a pancake on that field. And that's when I realized, I don't like getting hit. I don't ever want to get hit like this. So I think I resigned after that game, actually.
So you really was only like playing sports because your friends played, or you really wanted to try?
All of my best friends are super athletic.
Okay.
You know, like to this day, not all of them, but a good amount of them, they play. So like, I just wanted to, like, I've always been a brother guy, you know, like my big brother, he wasn't really in my life. And so like, I always wanted brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I'm so adamant on friendship and shit like that. So like sticking together, brother shit, that's what you on, shit, I'm on that. I'm on this, we on this what we on. You don't like him, I don't like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of guy I always was, you know what I'm saying? Until I got a little older. I mean, I'm still like that, but I got a little older and started realizing,
started thinking for yourself.
I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Then I joined the yearbook staff, and I started doing I was the MC for the school. So I did the pep rallies, all the school things, and I kind of like hyped up the school. And then that's when I was like, I always wanted to do music because I've been around it my entire life. My father, he shot everybody, you know? So, but doing those pep rallies, it helped me like realize like, I ain't scared of no crowd, and I know how to turn them up.
Right.
So yeah.
Did you play any other sports other than football?
Hell no.
Or you attempt any other sports other than football?
Football was enough. Seriously. And like, in practices, the whole like, y'all both lay on the ground and jump up and gotta run towards each other.
Yeah.
I hated that too.
Oh, you ain't like that Oklahoma, huh?
Hell no. I want to be in a different state, different city. Don't put me in Oklahoma. I swear to God, that shit was not comfortable.
Right.
I'm a comfortable guy. And that's not the physical contact I'm into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned you worked at McDonald's, you had a job at Six Flags, and you altered clothes for money.
Yeah.
Let me start with the altering of clothes. Did you take home ec? You saw your mom, you saw your grandmom. How did you come into that?
My mother taught me how to sew.
Okay.
Because at the time, see, it's so crazy how fashion is. At the time, big pants was in style. Everybody wore big clothes.
Yes.
Right? This is like right after like the era of like you're a jerk and stuff. So skinny stuff started to come in. And Adidas used to have track pants. They used to have a classic track pants. So the Adidas track pants, before they made soccer pants. Yeah. They were, loose original Adidas track pants. Yeah. Loose. But I was in the skinny clothes. So I was like, I want my Adidas pants to be skinny. Right. So my mom used to do them for me, and I used to ask her so many times. She taught me how to sew. So I was the only person at school with like skinny jogger sweats, because there wasn't a such thing yet. Right. And then it became so trendy at my school that everyone would be like, how'd you do that? And I'd be like, I made them. So I started making money off of altering, people's clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, $10, $15, $20 to make everybody's pants skinny. So I like them there come home with a book bag full of pants. Right. Sew everybody's pants up, make them all skinny, bring them back to school. Yeah. And that's how I paid for clothes. That's how I bought clothes.
So you kind of always had a hustler's mentality.
I always liked things. You can't get things off of being funny. Well, some things
you like, I ain't gonna be no comedian.
Funny. Well, I mean, shouts out to comedians, but like, No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I was so young, bro, and I was like, man, I like clothes. I always loved clothes.
Correct.
So I was like, man, my mama didn't buy me in high school. Once I got to a certain age, my mom was like, you're kind of like, you're older. And my mom lost her job when I got in high school, so she wasn't working.
Money was tight.
Yeah, so like I had to fend for myself, and I want to go out on the weekends. I want to go to the games. I want to go to the movies, and so I had to make it happen.
You mentioned early on that your mom made you get your hair cut to go work at McDonald's. So what were you, a cashier? You was a cook? You was on the
I was on the grill.
Okay.
They used to let the prettier, like the women, be on the cashier.
Okay.
Well, it's McDonald's. Ain't nobody really that pretty at McDonald's. No offense, but like, yeah. That job was cool though. They was mean as hell. You know, when people hate their job, they be a little bit timid.
Well, then why you work? You know, and I get that all the time. You at a place you don't like, just don't come back.
Because it's the only thing you can get, maybe, possibly, potentially, and you got to pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like people. I think people be like, I think a lot of people settle.
They do
in life.
Yes.
And so
not just don't work with a lot of things. Relationships,
relationships, baby, parents. I think people just settle. You know, like you take what you can get because it's comfortable.
Yes.
And it's there. And I don't know. It's so funny. I'm so not that way. I will not settle for nothing, and I never would settle, ever.
Right.
Because life is so short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
live and then you die. So why not do it how you want to do it? You feel me? Whether you rich or, you know, barely getting above your means, you still entitled to your life.
Did any of these jobs overlap? You mentioned you had the job at McDonald's. You were doing, you know, some alterations for kids at school, and you worked at Six Flags. So did any of this overlap?
Hell no. I worked at McDonald's at 15, and then I worked at Six Flags at 16. But when I worked at Six Flags, I worked during the Fright Fest. So it was only 1 month. It was like October. I worked in a haunted house. It's like a ghost. I would pop out the locker room. Yeah, I popped out the locker. That was cool though. Just working wasn't really for me, you know, because I had goals, man. I had goals. I had dreams. I was like, same with school.
Right.
Like I was in college, like I had goals. I used to fear cubicles. Like I feared. I was like, oh man, I can't be in a cubicle with a neighbor named Joe. A partner, Joe. I can't be next to a Joe. No offense to Joes around the world. I personally I like freedom. Financial freedom.
You like independence. You like going and coming. You like moving at your own pace.
I like to wake up when I want to wake up, going to sleep when I want to go to sleep. I want to eat what I want to eat. I want to look how I want to look. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know? And I like what I like. I don't like no. I do not like no. Although there's no life without no. You're going to get no sometimes, but
Correct.
I really prefer to not hear it.
You mentioned working at McDonald's, but you know, you get good food at McDonald's. You know, you get burgers, but I hear you didn't eat meat. You never.
No.
So what'd you eat? McNuggets or?
Pause. No meat eating over here. But
You
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, I don't do that. I like chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, so I eat chicken. I don't eat fish either.
Okay, no fish. Okay, so you didn't eat fish fillet. Did they have chicken sandwiches back then?
Yeah, McChickens. Yeah, okay. McChickens and chicken nuggets. And
fries.
I ain't even eat fries at the time. I eat fries now, but back then I didn't eat fries. But yeah, my diet is.
Man, all that free food they got there, you ain't eating nothing but.
I ate it though. I ate a McChicken every single day.
Okay.
And goddamn, man, it got tired, man. I eat that shit every day, bro. It was crazy.
You go to college. You attend Alabama State. What made you, if you kind of knew early on, I'm listening to you talking, we're only like 10, 15 minutes into this conversation, and I get the impression that you kind of knew school wasn't for you, but you went anyway. Was that for your mom?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, it was for my mom, but also it was like when I graduated high school, the day after I graduated, I told my mother I'm moving to New York, and I'm pursuing my rap dreams, and she cried. She was crying, and she was on the couch, and she was crying, never forget it. So yeah, all right, I'm out. And I packed a bag, And I flew to New York. I had like $20 in my pocket, an EBT card. And my man's let me sleep on his couch in Harlem. And I did that for like 4 months until like I was just so broke. And so I was like, all right, man, you win. I tried school out. I think I enrolled in August. I dropped out by November. And I was rich.
Damn, they ain't even a quarter, Yachty.
I was rich by March. so it worked out.
But you mentioned that you were depressed in college.
Oh man, it was the darkest. Was that darker than? I'm trying to think. It was probably the darkest time. Yeah. Am I still the darkest time I've been through? Yeah. Yeah.
What was so depressing about college? Was it a situation that you didn't belong, you didn't want to be there, you was doing this for your mom because now I want to do this, but I've got to take a transition and do this in the meantime? What was so depressing about it? Because women, you're never gonna be around that man. Ooh, right there.
Yeah.
You'll be,
Yeah.
hey girl.
That's true. And it's so crazy that was why I was excited to go, but I was I looked so different than everyone at the time. I was treated like an outcast.
Okay.
I had like 2 friends there. And I just felt like I didn't belong. Had I been at Georgia State or FIT in New York or, like a school where it's just more diverse and like.
Yeah. Alabama is really.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think a part was that I felt like such a standoffish character. I really wanted to do music. I had such strong belief in myself, and it was hard to do from Alabama.
Yeah.
I had friends that were like on social media kind of bubbling and like doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I'm seeing my homies kind of pop and do their thing. I'm in school. This shit sucks. I was broke.
In Alabama.
I ain't had no car. I was like walking on dirt roads type of shit. Like, I ain't enjoyed it. I didn't even like, it just wasn't I wasn't even really worried.
What about the party, Johnny? In college, the party be popping.
Man, it's so crazy. I went to one party in college and I hated it, bro.
Damn, you sound like me.
I was in a corner. I was sitting in the corner like, man. Because I just thought about, bro, before I went to college, it was like, our neighborhood had a lot of kids in it. You had the kids that were older that graduated, went to high school, and they were graduating or dropping out, and they were coming right back to the house. So you're at home, and you got debt. Or a sheet of paper, and you still ain't got no job. I was like, God damn, you got debt and you still here? I can't. And me and my mom got into it. I was like, bro, I can't go back there.
Right.
With debt on top of that.
Right.
Being there with no debt is already stressful. Being in mama's house with debt, damn, that's crazy. I would never make it out this place. You feel me? So I was like, man, I have to give this a shot. I would have never forgave myself if I didn't give myself a chance.
So you leave Alabama, you come back home temporarily,
yeah,
and then go to New York shortly after that.
No, New York was before.
So you went to New York before. So once you went to college and came back, you stayed in Atlanta?
Yeah, I told my mother, I was like, Mom, I need an ultimatum. I need you to give me a year off. Because I started school, the way my birthday was set up, I was just young. I graduated at 17.
Okay.
So I was younger than everyone.
Okay.
So I said, Mom, just give me a year. If things don't work out, I'll go back and I'll be 18. I'll be the same age as everyone else and freshman. Okay. So just give me a year. And I did it in less than half than a year. But yeah, it's crazy.
So what did your dad say? What was your dad? I mean,
my dad wasn't against it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My dad he didn't go to school. So I mean,
you like, I'm following your path.
Yeah. Well, nah, I wasn't doing that either. Nah, because I wanted to be great.
Okay.
Not that my dad wasn't great.
Right.
My father's a king.
But he chose a different path than what you wanted to go on. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to make lots of money. You wanted to be
rich.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something bigger than me. Bigger than what I thought I could do. You know, bigger than what anyone around me thought that we could do. And just make it out.
How did going to New York help Yachty's music career?
Going to New York helped me in several ways because of the people that I met along the way and just based on like getting out of my mother's house. You know, like I was always so independent. So I was always like, doing me, you know. So being that far away from home, my mom had a curfew. My mom didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So she used to give me a curfew, and she used to. I just needed to spread my rings, you know.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. My whole belief in the beginning, because I could rap, but I didn't think I was like the best rapper.
Right.
But my whole belief, I was banking on my appearance. Like I was literally just banking on the way I looked, the way I dressed. I was like, I'm cool. I know I'm cool.
That's what was going to set you apart.
Yeah, I feel like rap is like more than half is your appearance, your persona, you know? And then the music is like the other portion, you know? Like Stars, I made from the embodiment of a spirit that is unusual than the common ground of people.
Okay.
You know, that's why people treat celebrities a certain way, because you can't fathom that person, whether it's like a voice that makes you cry, makes you think about other things, or a person on screen that just like made you feel them. You just feel like but we are regular people.
Right.
But it's the character and it's the image and the energy which makes stars, you know? Like, because you got people who make hits who love that song. Who made that song? You don't know who made it, because they don't have the look or the image or the embodiment. So it's all about your persona and how you carry yourself, and the imagery. The imagery is so important in entertainment. You know, the imagery of a person, because it's how we remember people, you know? We remember you by brown alcohol and smoking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and, you know, getting women and tight clothes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm for and
Look at that, y'all. You see your boy showed up today? Look at your boy showed up.
You're a little looser today. Look, you're a little looser today. But like, just even you think about the biggest people, they have characters to them, and like just like you can call out things about celebrities or stars, and it's just based on how we are as a person, which separates us from the next rapper or the next athlete or the next commentator or the next actor, actress, anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, that's just what it is, you know?
You were in New York, and you were critical of New York fashion because you like New York is behind Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, you know that's not going to be well received because New York's supposed to be...
You talking about when I said the New York fashion thing?
Yeah.
What's so crazy is that was taken out of context.
Okay.
What I said was I was talking to Cash Cobain, and I was telling him that his friends, his friend group, his type, like his guys can't dress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was saying, like, I love New York dearly. You know what I'm saying? Like my kid was, she not anymore, but she was there. That was like, I spend all my time in New York.
Okay.
And I still spend time in New York. I'm in New York damn near every other week, you know what I'm saying? And I'm outside. So like, I didn't mean it like New York people can't dress. New York is the capital of fashion.
Correct.
I was speaking on a specific demographic.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And then I went on to say like, Atlanta people dress better. And I was really honestly just talking about my self.
Yeah.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't, you know, but Atlanta got some fly people, and we got a fly styles and shit, but I was really speaking on myself. It's so crazy. People come to me every day about this, while I see things about the whole New York can't dress. I didn't say that. Right. And I definitely wasn't pertaining to all
New Yorkers. He was talking about a specific.
I embody fashions of New York, you know, not today, but like usually I'm in some Timbs and some big pants, right? Or some jean shorts. So I think people took it out of context. I really don't care though. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, but that's not what I said. I was really talking about Cash's homeboys and the way they dress, and like, it's like that crowd, but it is what it is.
Because that's what they say. There's like, you keep on talking about New York, but you dress like a New Yorker.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you dress like you're East Coast of Timbs.
I love the history of New York fashion, especially in hip hop. I think Dipset was sick. You know, I think Rocky is one of the best dressed. I think a lot of people from New York. I think it's great fashion. Dapper Dan. I mean, I could go on.
You down with the shorts and the Timbs? You get down like that?
I think that, man, I like to say that I brought it back. For real. I do. I will say that. Everyone do that shit now.
Because Jada big on the shorts and the Timbs.
Yeah. You go back a couple years ago, I had the jean short, and people used to clown me.
Yeah.
People was clowning me for jean shorts and Timbs. They like was on my ass, and now it's such a prominent thing.
They came back because back in the 90s and early 2000s, everybody Timbs. I mean Timbs in every color.
Yeah.
From the brown to the black to the red to the green, the blue. Everybody had a Timbs in every color, and they kind of went away, but they're making a comeback now.
Oh, it came back for sure.
So you back rocking them again.
I never stopped. I was still, I don't know.
That's probably what messed up my hips, wearing them damn heavy ass Timbs.
Well, that
Cause I used to wear.
That's possible. It's probably it could also be playing football, but
you know what?
Yeah.
While you bull jiving, that might be it.
I
think it might be 1% the Timbs and 99% of
it's possible.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Shannon Sharp, and I'm a Row partner. Are you ready to lose an average of 15% of your weight faster? Meet the latest offering through Row. Row now offers FDA-approved weight loss vials for half the price of those expensive auto-ejector pens. No insurance or saving cards needed, and you'll see results faster. Lose, and on average, of 15% of your weight in just 1 year. This formula from Eli Lilly targets 2 key hormones to curb hunger with less nausea than other treatments. Your Row-affiliated provider will help you figure out if GLP-1s are right for you with support throughout the process. Plus, you can sign up online, no waiting rooms, no doctor visit, just simple, convenient access. Over 385,000 people have already chosen Row. Weight loss, faster. Confidence, higher. Price, cheaper. What are you waiting for? Go to row.co/Shannon to see if you qualify. That's row.co/Shannon. Go to row.co/safety for box warnings and full safety information about GLP-1 medication. Let me ask you a question. The Jim Jones challenge is set for $1,000, and I guess he meant he's going to take $1,000.
I wanted to do that.
He's going to take $1,000.
Yeah.
And who can dress the flies?
We wanted to make it a show.
Okay.
We wanted to take $1,000.
Okay.
Set a timer.
Right.
And then go out into New York.
Right.
And see who.
It's like one of them shows like shopping. You know how they give you like $30 and you got to make a great meal?
Yeah.
So you're going to take $1,000. Okay. You got to put something together.
And do whatever and who can make the best outfit with $1,000 in X amount of time.
Right.
We never did it, but it would have been fun.
Right.
Because after that whole ordeal, I had got on the phone with like all of my New York friends, and just people that I respected from New York. I talked to Rocky, and I talked to Osiris, and I talked to Bari, and I talked to Nast, and Jim Jones, and because I was like, I want to make sure niggas don't really think that's what I said. Like, these people I'll be around for real, and I respect. And so I had to make sure that wasn't but none of them took it that way.
Right. Okay.
Just people who, it's so crazy the way internet is, bro. People, you'll take, like, I'm sure it'll happen with this thing. A clip of something will get.
Absolutely.
And that's all, no one will go watch it.
No.
And it'll get taken and turned into a whole different ordeal.
Yes. It happens all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Did
just
you
the
listen
culture.
to the whole video? No, I just saw the clip.
Yeah, sometimes they don't even see the clip, they just read the headline.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They read the thumbnail.
Sometimes
that's all
people just take a picture and put the words over the picture. It's crazy, bro. This is the world we in.
How did you get the Yeezy, the modeling contract with Yeezy? Was it a casting call?
Nah.
Did you have the hookup?
Yeah. I had a friend,
okay,
Ian, and he worked with Kanye West.
Okay.
And it's so crazy. This is when I was living in New York. And man, I was so broke. I had no money, no nothing. And he was just like, come. Pause. And I and I pulled up, and he kind of like had the power to put me in it.
Okay.
It's so crazy because if you watch that thing, they had a curtain over us before the show started. And I was in the back. I was on the last row in the back behind all the people. Like, I'm talking about, like, I was still happy to be there, but I was like, nothing's going to come from this.
Yeah, you too far to be.
And the last second, him and, like, they took me and they put me right in the front. Right before the curtain pulled off, they put me in the front row. And I like to say that really did help my career. It just put a lot of eyes on me, you know? It kind of made it a thing of like, man, who was this kid? Who is this? And so that was cool. Yeah.
You know what? You mentioned, and you've mentioned ASAP about 3 or 4 times. How did did you and ASAP become friends?
Same person that put me in the Kanye thing. When I was in high school, they used to call me when I was in school, on FaceTime, and like I remember one time I was like, I just got out of school. It was like an evening after school or something like that, and him and Tyler the Creator and like all these guys called me, and I was around all my high school friends, and I was like, what the, you know what I'm saying, like, and but it was just I had a homie that was like kind of telling him, like, kind of just brought me around, you know, and I did my own thing though, you know. I always tell people like it's cool to like have a handout or have somebody in the industry, but people will always pay more attention and respect you more when they find out about you on their own, you know, when their eyes come across you on their own versus someone like, yo, check out such and such. Like if they just doing it, you making noise. If you just outside and you making noise, people will pay more attention and respect it more, you know, because people respect when they find something themselves and they think it's cool,
right?
You know, versus like, I mean, I think you can still get the respect when, you know, if somebody of good taste refers you, but when people come across you on your own, man, it's like, it's just a different energy. So that's why I was like, man, make noise.
Right.
Make noise. It's easy to make noise. The way that the internet is connected now, it's so easy to make noise. Just be original, authentic, and take a shot. Take a shot and separate yourself, you know?
In that show, was that your first time ever meeting Kanye, seeing Kanye? Did you get an opportunity to interact with him?
Nah, I didn't. That was the first time I saw him. I don't even think I saw him. Oh, I saw him right before we went out. He came and checked all our outfits right before I ran out, but we went out. But yeah, I ain't say nothing to him at all. I ain't speak to Kanye for like a couple months after that till he invited me to the studio. He wanted to sign me actually.
Damn, you're like, oh, all of a sudden you supposed to be you in the fashion show.
Yeah.
You at the back, they pull you to the front. I mean, that thing, hey, you moving at warp speed now. You go from being at the back to the front to potentially being signed.
I mean, from just being in college.
Okay,
so like, yeah, I think I had, but it wasn't overnight, but it felt like it, you know?
A lifetime sometimes feel overnight.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to be 30 now, bro. So
wow, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, 30?
Yeah.
Whoa, boy.
That's
hey,
what I'm saying.
You only got so many summers left.
That's what I'm saying. I know all y'all on the way out the door, so I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yachty, let me tell you something my grandma used to say.
What?
The tree that's leaning the furthest don't always fall first.
That was so country.
Yeah, it is.
So,
but hey, when you drive in your car, you go think about it. Like,
yeah. Damn, that was some country shit. Man. The tree leaning the furthest don't always fall first.
Yeah. See, you thinking I'm already out the door.
Yeah. Hey, it's possible, but I tell you what, that brown liquor, it's gonna keep leaning that tree. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out.
But you say, I only got one life.
Amen. And I respect that. I swear, bro, we only got, see, that's the thing, right? It's like, it's weird. You gotta find this balance. You wanna find this healthy balance between living a good life and responsible and being healthy and taking care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And understanding that you only get to do this once. And it's a tough balance.
Once is enough.
Absolutely. But if you get so caught up in, oh, I gotta be healthy, oh, I don't need to go out, oh, you know, if I go out and have a good time, I could get hurt or something could happen to me, or you're like, you damn near go your whole life. You'll be 90 and be like, damn, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you can't live in a bubble.
Fearful. Yeah. You gotta enjoy yourself. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta really experience. Like that's why when I always think about marriage, I always think, I'm going off topic, my bad. But like when I think about marriage, I always think about whenever I do finally sit down and like I'm ready to settle down, I'll have lived that life. I won't have any curious bone in my body about doing anything like with some type of woman or with multiple women or whatever, because I've lived that life, and that life is past me, is behind me.
Yeah.
You know, when I find someone I do respect and want to settle down with, I won't have any. Like I respect, but I'd be very curious on people who like meet in high school and like that's the only person you ever been with, that's the only person you ever did anything with. I respect it, but it strikes curiosity in me because I feel like, does the human brain or does that like the human emotions not wander. Does it? And I think it does a lot of times, but maybe just the security and like that
You gotta
person.
be able to suppress it to keep that under control.
Yeah. I'm not there. you know, I'm not there. But I want to be there because my grandparents been together like 50 some years, and I asked them at Thanksgiving last Thanksgiving. I said, how do y'all do it? And they both said space. You know, they give each other space to have their own time, and they live their own lives.
Right.
You know, they do their things. You know, whether it's like his hobbies is his hobbies, and her friends are her friends, and they live life.
Yeah. And a lot of times as they get older, they live in the same house, but they don't sleep in the same bed.
They really just like pals.
Yeah.
Roommates. I fuck with it.
They done raised the family, they got the kids, they got the grandkids, and so now it's just all about us.
Yeah, you just roommates.
And if it works for them, it works.
Absolutely. I think that, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. How do you go from modeling in a Yeezy show to making music with Kanye? How the hell did that happen?
Man, you got a funny voice. I thought I had a funny voice, but you got a funny voice. When
I get excited, the pitch go way up.
I saw an animated character when you said that. But how did it happen? How does anything happen in life? Chance, I guess, and
preparation meeting opportunity.
Yeah, and I guess when you want something and you just go for it, I think everything that's happened in my life, I've wanted. And I've told myself, or like God, like, hey, I want to do this. I want to be at this. I want to be in this place in life. I want to be here. I want to live like this. I want to look better physically. I want to, whatever. I mean, whatever it was, I set that goal out. I didn't just like lackadaisical go through life like, like I'll do it one day. Like I said, no, I need to do that. I want to do this. And I guess it kind of helped me clear a pathway, you know, especially early on. I've done so much now, you know, again, like I always say.
At a young age, you say you're about to be 30 and you've been on this journny since you were 16, 17?
17 is when I really truly started. I'm 27, I'm about to be 28. So like it just happened so fast, but I did so much at a young age, and I feel like I'm not even close to my peak. Like I feel like I got another like 20 years of just doing it, you know? So yeah.
What about this? There was a social media comedian that used your song in one of his skits.
Callion Fox was his name.
And you felt that really like.
Oh, it jump-started everything. Yeah, it was just the first viral moment involving me. And it just took the song through the roof. But again, if that song was connected to some like random guy who just made a record, it would have just been that song.
But it was you with the red hair,
with the image, with the other songs with it, and like I continuously hit that pot. You know, like I ain't just put that out and like that I banked off that. I continuously hit that pot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and tried it, and everything didn't work, but like I tried it. Even to this day, it don't work. You know, like I don't.
You got to be okay with that.
Yeah, failure happens, right? But if you continuously do the same thing that you succeeded at, eventually people will get tired of it. And eventually you will get thrown to the curb because people grow in life, right? No one is the same for 5 years or 3 or 1 year. You change, right? Like
so Yachty had to keep reinventing himself.
Well, for one, I liked so many things. So like I didn't even want to do the same thing. But you just got to think about it in a standpoint from like, you heard a great song, right?
Yes.
And the song is a hit record.
Yeah.
And at the time when you had that song, you was dating this chick you loved. She loved it. Y'all loved it. Y'all wrote it together. Y'all heard it. If y'all was out eating, y'all heard it. Y'all, this is our jam. We vibing. We at the club. This is our record. You break up with her.
Band don't play that ish.
I don't want to hear that anymore, right? You got a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that record anymore. Okay. Or the song came out and man, when that song came out, man, you was gangbanging, right? And you was just like, You love scraping the pot, man. You was making crack from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Crack was your thing. You had crack and then you sold it. Mm-hmm. Then you met Jesus, right?
Right.
Me and Jesus is coming.
So you ain't no pot scraper no more.
You don't want to do that no more, right? So now you like, man, this remind me of that time, and like, yeah. Or even with clothes, it's like, man, when this song came out, man, we dressed like this, and so you just gotta keep going. That's why Kanye West is such a visionary, you know. Mm-hmm. That's why Drake is such a visionary. Tyler the Creator, such a visionary. Right. They have always reinvented the wheel. Jay-Z, you know, like these guys are like they're with the current times, you know? And that's why they'll always be respected and looked at in such a high light.
Prior to that comedian using that song in a skit, did you know who he was?
Nope. And I think I only met him one time. But I've always showed love to him.
Right.
Socially, you know? I hope he's well. I think he's from San Francisco.
You break him off a little something?
No, I ain't do that.
God, come on.
But he never asked. You got a closed mouth, don't get fed.
You throw him a little piece, throw him a little something now.
Like what?
Yachty got something coming for you, bro.
Damn, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I don't even know who he is right now.
Yeah, he'll know where you are after this.
I bet he will. I bet the fuck he will.
Look at the older rappers. They wasn't feeling you.
Hell no.
What is it about?
None of us. It wasn't just me. They weren't feeling our generation.
Yes.
It was a clash. It was a divide, I think. But I mean, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When you see all these young, think before you started like really killing it on TV, and you got this beautiful podcast and you making a beautiful name for yourself in your second life.
Yeah.
All these athletes coming in, and you may not have been that guy, but was there not athletes who was like,
yeah, they is. You see it all the time. They be hating on the young guys because they're making so much money.
Right.
I mean, I like the Pro Bowl now. They make like 100,000. We made 5,000 for the losers, 10,000 to the winners. And you see guys making 60 million, and they getting $200-300 million contracts. But when I came along, the money that I was making, the guys in the 40s and the 50s weren't making that. So they could have easily been envious of us. Push it forward. I did what I did. I moved on. I'm good. I'm happy for the guys. I cheer for Travis Kelce and Gronk and all those other guys. I had my time.
Right.
I was born. Yeah. Mom, you mean to tell me my mom had me, she was 25. I'm like, Mom, you couldn't wait to 30, 32 so I could have got some of this bread?
Right.
She's like, nah, man, I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
I feel that.
She's like, I started at 17. I was done at 25. Yeah. But no, I've never been a jealous type. And I see that a lot with rappers. I see it a lot with athletes and other and actors and actresses. Oh, let these young people, you had your moment.
Yeah.
You can't stay on top for 50, 60 years.
Right. I think everyone doesn't have that mindset. And I think that it came around. I hate saying I think so many times, but I believe that people just didn't think we were here to last.
Right.
It felt like a fad at first, man.
Right.
Because it wasn't comprehensible at the time. We were just like kids with colored hair and we dressed different, and hip hop stood for something different at the time. It was more like it was trap music, it was the streets, and it's still those still play a big part in it, you know what I'm saying?
But with the internet now, Yachty, it can happen just like that. And they had to take step by step and
pass out mixtapes and club
and now
performances
you have a little song and it get picked up on TikTok or it get picked up on something.
And it's a good and a bad thing, right? Because now we have a lot of like circulating. It's the same even with the podcast. It's just like with everyone being able to have a mic now. It's just like a lot of ignorance gets spread widely, quickly, and that didn't used to happen. You know, like when you had to watch TV and you only heard music on the radio and on TV, it was a lot harder.
Yes. You
know, even like getting news. That's why we get so much false news now, because anyone can just publish it. But that's life. You know, you got to roll with the punches. You know, you take the good with the bad.
You know, they call it mumble rap. Did you ever, did they ever make you question yourself?
Hell no. I was never mumbling.
Right.
Ever. I understand it was like a lot of the peers were. I wasn't. whether I was like rapping at the highest level or not, I never mumbled. It was never like a part of my like thing. But whatever, I was like, bro, I really made money.
Oh, I believe it.
So with that being said, like negative feedback never really bothered me. It just tickles me a bit, you know? Like all the narratives that I ever see about myself, like there's a narrative online. It's so many narratives about me. It's narratives that I'm a colorist. Tickles me, right? I'm not a colorist at all. Like that makes no sense.
Right.
But I'm just private about my dating life. You know, but the people I have been seeing with have been rather on the lighter side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you kind of like them little high. I ain't saying
That's
they,
who I got
but
caught
they
with.
high. You know.
That's who I got caught with.
Mm-hmm.
I got caught on the lighter side.
Mm-hmm.
But like I like all walks of women. You know, I all tall,
But it seems like the one
small.
they catch you walking with
I got
look a certain
caught.
way.
Yeah, I got caught walking light,
Bright.
and bright,
Damn near white.
kind of tight. But
you like what you like, Yachty.
But I like all things.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm not a freaking colorist, right? And I don't know where this narrative came from. Like I don't know. Women just think I'm a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. I love women.
Yeah.
Seriously though.
No, but you know what? You mentioned something earlier. You mentioned like you never want to stay the same, and you're always trying to constantly evolve.
Yeah.
So how were you? When did that come to your head? Like, man, you know what? I'm doing this, and I'm doing really good at it. But in order for me to be able to sustain and grow, I need to improve in certain areas.
Failing. I ain't had a hot career for 10 years.
Right.
You know, I had some down periods.
Right.
I had periods when like I was killing it and I was like making the most money I ever made. Then I had periods when my money cut in half. Like my show prices cut in half and the attendance at the shows cut in half. And my bill on festivals went up. You know, I went from performing later to performing higher in the show. Like, you know, and this is later in my career. And you know, not that it really matters, but like my social appearance dropped. My likes on my pictures went down, and like how many people started watching my story went down. I watch all these things. So there was a time period when I was like, man, things are changing. And I had a certain lifestyle that was like that I had to uphold, you know? And so I had to figure out ways of reinventing my wheel, you know, and just showing people, because I care so much. Like I love money, but I also care about the craft, and I care about music, and I care about artists, and I care about musicians who do great things. And I like to be in that conversation because I respect music and I hear it and I breathe it, and I want to make sure I'm a part of that. So I was like, how do I do that? You get your ass in the studio. You know, you want to be a part of the greatest athletes or actors, you get your ass in your craft and you show them, right? And I still got tons of work to do, and that's what keeps me going. I enjoy it. I don't ever want to be like,
you don't ever want to become complacent.
Absolutely not. But I don't think I can. It's impossible for me because I enjoy doing so many things, right? Like even if I was to, which, not saying it'll happen, guys, don't fry me, but if I was to become the best rapper of all time, I would then want to be like the best like rock artist or like pop art. I want to do something else. Right? So I never become.
So you don't want to scale the mountain and just get up there and bask. You want to find another mountain to climb.
It's just fun to do, you know? All of it is fun to do because it's limitless.
Right.
You know, I don't have a coach. I don't have a director. There's no direction. And it's also the hardest part about it because there's no one telling you which way to go. You know, music is like, when you get to a certain level in music, you got to think about it, man. These labels, they thrive off money. So if you sign to a label, regardless how much they tell you, oh man, like you're creative and we do your thing, and they make money, they thrive off of you making money.
Right.
So they want you to make hit records, right? And a hit record, think about the concept of a hit record. You're making a song for people, right, that you do not know. I don't know any of you guys, right? Like I respect you, you love me, you're a fan, thank you so much, but I don't know you.
Right.
So I'm supposed to be, like it's two sides of music. It's the people who make music for themselves,
right,
and what they love and what they like. And then you have artists who like deliberately are trying to make a hit record.
Right.
Right? Like they want to
Is that
knock
what's
it
the
out.
hardest? Is that when you're going out there
When you're
instead of
trying,
making? Yes.
absolutely. You know, when you out there trying to do what you think is popular, a lot of artists do that. You know, and then some do what they like, and then that kind of shows, you know, taste level. If you do what you like and it goes, you got good taste. If you do what you like, it's like this sucks. Two things: either your taste is terrible or they just not there yet. Right. Kanye West always did what he wanted to do, and sometimes people don't understand it at first, and they had to come around to it later. Tyler just dropped the album doing what he wanted to do, and people loved it. You know, so I think it's all about, I don't know, man. Everyone's path is different in life. You know, that's the one thing I always say. Like, you can give advice to a certain extent, but like my success won't be yours. You know, how I came up and the things that I did, it may not necessarily be your path to your key. You know, not to say that there isn't a path for you. It's just that it's not always the same. You know, so I try to give people advice with like stipulations, almost like this is what happened for me, but like, you know, but if I do see something that I can clearly see is off, I always try to, you know,
partake some wisdom on.
Yeah, of course, because ain't nobody do it for me.
Right.
Until like I got older, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't have it.
Your dad was a famous photographer who worked with Outkast, Kanye West, Luda, and more. Did you ever go to work with your dad?
Sometimes, not always, but I would come to his house after work,
okay,
and he'd have all the, like it'd be like I didn't see him kill somebody, but I would come over and it'd be like bullet shells everywhere. And what I mean by that is that he'd have all these pictures,
all this photos,
just like, so like I never seen him do it, but I would see it and be like. And he'd be like, yeah, this was last Friday and this was Saturday. And he flew around a lot. He was always gone. Mm-hmm. So he'd be like, yeah, he always went to places. My dad was always, he's a big traveler and he's never home.
You like to travel too, huh? That's
I
when
hate
you get
traveling.
You hate traveling?
I hate traveling.
How you gonna be an artist and you hate traveling?
But I hate traveling for leisure.
Okay.
You know, because I'm always on the road. And I don't like hotel rooms. They have no life. They have no
personality.
Yeah, it's just a stock photo on the wall, a really tightly tucked bed, and bad furniture, and a TV with no channels. You know, and sometimes it's shower with bad water pressure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what did you learn most from your dad?
Just to be myself. You know, like I said, my dad used to drive a Mercedes station wagon, a vintage one. And at the time, I didn't understand old cars. When I was young, I was like, Dad, this car's old as you know? Like, my mom had a new Beamer. Well, not new, but like newer. Yeah. And my dad drove vintage cars, you know? And he wore what he wanted to wear. At the time, when I was young, Nike was the and my dad wore New Balances. And he's like, Dad, what the are these? Why are you wearing these?
Right.
You know? And when I was young, it just took a lot for me to understand my father did what he wanted to do. You know, when I grew up, my dad, I would see my dad when I was young every other weekend, for the most part, unless he had to work. And he was never like my dad never was like, see them, they gay. We don't do that. You know, like he wasn't one of, like I used to hang around friends whose parents, they were like that.
Right.
My dad was like, he was a real like accepting person of everything. You know, he was real like, life is just life.
Right.
You know, almost like a hippie, but he wasn't a hippie, but he was kind of like, yeah. He kind of embodied
like
very
uncommon for a black man in the South.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was, my dad was different. I'm talking like he's dead or something. Like he's different. He's a different guy. Right. And growing up, I think and he listened to all types of music, and I think he just taught me to like do you.
Right.
You know? And like if that's what you like. By the way, I'm talking about things, not sexuality. Right? Like, yeah. But like if that's what you like if you like to wear slacks with tube socks or skinny jeans or loose jeans or even a curl mustache or crazy hair, whatever, do it, you know? And it's crazy because he didn't tell me these things. Right. I just saw it in him. Right. I saw him dress how he wanted to dress.
Because he never said when you showed up with looking a certain way, like, boy, what you got that on for?
Never.
Why you looking like that?
He honestly used to always be like, oh, you look cool. Or like, he always was like, you know, you look fresh or whatever, and he always played. I think it also went through him playing so much music. I be studying things. Like when I was in school, I wanted to be a psychologist, right? So like I studied things. So like even if he would play certain music, I'd go and then I'd go look at their videos or see them perform live or look at their pictures, and then, you know, if you listen to rock music, they dress differently, and you know their shows are different, and their interviews are a little bit different, and their charisma is different, and so I would just deep dive into all these different things, and so without him even like probably knowing that it was just unlocking a much more a free
or Yachty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, a free way of a man who just, I wasn't ever really judgmental. I never really cared, and I just mind my business. I don't really care what nobody else got going on.
Since your dad worked in the industry, he knew Coach K. You had that rap only for a year.
Yeah,
people like, man, Yachty a plant.
It wasn't even a, yeah.
I didn't explain it. Tell me what a plant is. Cause I hear this term a lot of times.
Yeah.
What is a plant? Now, cause I'm thinking, you know, I grew up on a farm and I know the definition of a plant. What we talking about, we had to plant tobacco, we had to plant seeds and for crops to grow. But what's an industry plant?
You plant tobacco?
Yeah.
Damn.
I grew up about 3 hours south of here.
Okay.
Rural South Georgia.
Where?
Glenville.
Never heard of it. Okay.
You know Savannah?
Yeah.
I'm about 60 miles from Savannah.
More south or closer?
Like inland.
Okay.
Savannah's right on the coast. I'm a little inland.
Okay, cool.
Southeast.
Cool. Yeah, industry plan is basically so crazy because you don't really, like, you have them, but like they don't really succeed like back in the day. Like, but it's basically just like a artist that was made in house, and it's put in position with other artists to kind of blend in.
Block their blessings.
Well, not even block, but just kind of to blend in and kind of like skip the line.
Okay.
You know, like you kind of like if Def Jam found an artist and they felt potential and they just kind of stuck him next to Future, you know, and like kind of tried to like how the hell he get a song with Future? Like how to, you know, or anybody, it don't gotta be Future. Anybody, I'm not saying like Future, but just like anyone. That's kind of like what an industry plan is. Just someone that is moving at the speed of light, and it doesn't make sense how they're growing so fast. You know, but now it's just the way social media works. People can really overnight and explode, you know, and it had nothing to do with it. Sometimes, honestly, this industry, they don't even know how to market a lot of artists. It's just so, either you know how to work social media or it just works for you. These labels really don't be knowing what they're doing, to be honest.
Right.
That's truth. That's the real truth.
So, but when you obviously you've heard that because they feel you skipped the line. Man, how Yachty was right here one day, and next thing I know, he in Kanye fashion show.
Yeah.
He doing music with Kanye, blah, blah, X, Y, and Z. So how did that make you feel? You just keep your head down and say, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna keep making this bread, and I don't worry about what y'all say.
You know, I didn't care because I was so set, you know? Like, the thing with me was negativity never bothered me because I realized that, like, this world really is so big. And I started to get the perception that the reason you see so much hatred is because the people hating, that's what they spend their time doing. You know, you got so many people that love you, right? And that cherish you and respect you. They're just living life. You know, you're not going to spend your time like telling someone how much you just, I just love you. Some people will, but you go on about your day.
Right.
You know, if you listen to Lil Yachty and you love him, you in school, you at work, you just doing it. You love him in life. You know, you go to a show, you support, buy merch, but you're not going to spend all day talking about how much you love him. You just do it, right? So like when I was like doing things and you know, people would come to me in the street, or I would do a show, or like I was just growing. It's like, okay, well, someone loves me.
Correct.
It's not like my bills are paid. You feel me? So like, people just have more time to hate. It's a certain type of person.
And it's only online. Because I've never met anybody in the street that says, I hate Shannon Sharp.
Man, no.
Or I dislike
Ever.
And why you come up with that name? Man, you know how, and you make black people look bad by smoking Black and Miles and drinking brown liquor on TV. Well, I've never heard anybody.
No one's ever told me to my face that you suck.
Nobody.
You can't
It's
rap.
only online. But you know what? I had to learn because my sister say, Shannon, there's no possible way you could be ascending like you are and have more haters than supporters.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me a while. Because the thing is, when you play a sport, Yachty, if you're in an arena and they can be like 80,000 fans cheering, yeah, we love you, 84, we love you, Sharp. It's that 1,000 that's booing that somehow is able to drown out the 80,000 that's cheering.
Yeah.
And I had to learn to tune my ear to not hear the boos, but only hear the applause. And it took me a while to get over that.
Absolutely.
Because when I was playing, I understood Steeler fans disliking me because I played for the Broncos and the Ravens.
Right.
I understood that then. But now I'm like, what is it that I'm doing in my life that causes you to dislike me so much?
I think that people just have insecurities in themselves, and so they mask it by taking it out on someone else. Your comfort maybe as a man. Your masculinity and the things that you enjoy and the things that you're comfortable doing. It can make someone so uncomfortable because they aren't comfortable. And I feel no way for them. I have no pity. Because I love myself.
Right.
You feel me? And now I'm at the point now I look good, I smell good, I feel good. And I guarantee you, any sisters or exes or current girlfriends that you may be involved with or have in your life feel the same way. So all the side talk is irrelevant at this point. I'm speaking directly in the camera because I know you watching this, hating at this very moment. I want you to understand that anytime you spend time being negative on me, I'm somewhere like smiling.
Y'all heard it. He looked directly in the camera. He's
Yeah.
talking to a specific group of people. Y'all hating ass.
Yeah.
When you signed that big deal with quality control,
Yeah.
what was the first thing that you did? You got your first meal.
I blew that check in a week,
What? How much was it?
like 1.3, I think.
In a week?
Yeah.
What the hell you buy? New York City?
Man, the second I got that, I never forget, I was in my mom's house. And we lived in that same house my entire life. And I had two of the homies, they was living in, I had this real small room. And I remember I signed a deal, but it took like 2, almost 3 weeks for the check to clear.
Okay.
So every day I woke up, I checked my bank account. Woke up, not there. Woke up, not there. Woke up, not there. One day I woke up. A motherfucker was in there. Man, I was screaming. I was jumping. I was like, what the fuck? I'm rich. I'm rich. I went straight to Mercedes. Fuck you talking about? G-Wagon. I need that, right? I was like, damn, I can't be G-Wagon. Mama ain't got no car. Okay, Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? Penthouse. Grandma need a car? You know what I'm saying? Gucci. I need everything in this bitch, every color. I was going crazy. I was 18. I that money up so quick.
Hold up. So you look at like, hold on. I just had 1.3 and now I just got the 3.
No, I didn't think about it. It was just gone. And I never looked. Bro, it took years for me to look at my bank account. I was making so much. And also I was so hot. I was making so much money. Like I spent $1 million in a week, but like I probably made it back in the next 2 weeks. Like I was making so much money and I didn't even have a password to my bank account. If I started at 18, I probably didn't have a password to my bank account until I was like 24.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom just marketed. My mom was my business manager and she checked it, but I never checked my bank account. My cards never declined. I did the fuck I wanted. I didn't give a fuck. I woke up for like buying a Bentley. I went and bought that Bentley. It was crazy, bro. It didn't really make any sense the way I was living. It was insane. So yeah, I spent that money in a week.
So what would you say? What was the worst purchase you made? What was the best thing that you did once you got some money?
I think it's all stupid. You only go to one place at one time when you need so many cars for. Right now I got like 13 cars. For what?
Yeah.
No, I think it's stupid.
Downsize to get 2 or 3. Downsize it, Yachty. Like you just said, you can only drive one.
I like cars.
I know.
I think it's all a stupid obsession. Even watches. Why do we have so many watches?
No, that's it. Now you talking about you. I see that. I see that thing over there.
Oh, you this little,
little bag.
But why? Why do we need so many Pateks? Why do we need so? Why do we have?
That's an overworked there. I mean, you got that.
But why do we need so many? I don't even look at this for time. You know, like
No, you let people know your time valuable.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because I do. It's so crazy. When I am shopping, I feel like, you know, they kind of overlooking me as I'm standing in. I do sometimes kind of be like, y'all got any size 11 in here? And they're like, oh yes, we got that. And they start bringing stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's
Yeah.
a great watch is a conversation piece.
Absolutely.
They might not know who you are, but they look at your wrist and they see a roller and they see an AP, they see a Patek.
Yeah.
They like, okay, a Vacheron.
A constant. They know they know you mean something.
Yes.
Yeah,
they might not know who you are, but we need to give this young man our undivided attention.
Absolutely.
And then they see the.
That's true.
I
guess that's true. That's true.
I mean,
but I think you could do that with one watch. If you got one good one.
Yeah.
I have too many watches. I don't even want to talk about it. But like, it's like, I got so many things though I could say. Like, what I do tell people is like, man, bro, save your money. Cause I don't care about any of this stuff. I got thousands of tennis shoes that I'll never win. Eventually they'll go bad. Yeah. You know, like they will.
I end up selling just sold like in November, like 313 pair.
You feel me? Like, and it's just shit that you just do.
Yeah.
Right? Having all them cars, they go bad because the weather conditions. They're sitting outside. Fucking, I go through these different phases. Like one time I went through a phase, I bought every video game system console ever made. Why? And it wasn't like I was buying them, like just buying them used. Like I need them in pristine, brand new condition. So I was spending the top dollar and it's just sitting in a corner. You know, I had a weird obsession with toys at one point, like collectibles, and it's just sitting in a box and it's like in boxes. And it's like, I spent like thousands and thousands. I go so crazy and obsessed. And then like, I never do nothing with this stuff. So I always tell people like, right, even jewelry. In the beginning of my career, I was spending millions on custom jewelry that like is just worth nothing, you know, or in my case.
It's only worth something to you.
Well, in my case, my house got broken into. It was all taken, right? So it's like, it's just no point. Like, of course, spoil yourself and do good things for yourself and reward yourself, but don't overboard it, you know? Like, do something nice and enjoy it and be like, do something that's gonna make you more money, you know? Because I spent a lot of money on things that it brought me happiness in the moment.
It's a depreciating asset.
Absolutely, right? So like, but it's important to have people around. I say like, when you get into an industry and you start making a name for yourself, surround yourself with people who have been there, you know, so that you can be pointed in certain directions by people who have been down that path before. Because when I came in, I didn't have anyone. Right? When QC first signed me, they were coming from an independent label to just now signing to becoming a major label, Capitol Records. And before me, they had a lot of street artists, right? And so it was kind of like, we were same time coming into like a different level of money, right? Together. So like, I didn't have no one over my shoulder, like, do this with your money, do that with your money, don't buy that, that's dope. Excuse me, don't do that, don't do, no. I didn't have it, you know, but I grew up and caught a better understanding. But man, there's so many ways to take that money and make it backflip. For real.
You bought 2 neighbors' lake houses because they were too close to yours.
One.
What?
I bought one and then I bought. You
said, hey, bro, let me get that up.
He was a nice guy. He threw a lot of parties. and he would always have these pool parties and they were loud, and I look out my window and they were always looking over at my house, like looking over in there, and I was like, I hated that.
Because he had done told him, you know who lived next door.
Well, everyone in the neighborhood knew I lived there. It was weird, like, because people would come through on the boats blasting my music on the speakers to see if I'd come outside.
And did you go outside?
Hell no. You know? But it was like, even in the beginning, they used to bring me cookies to like my house before I got security. They cool though. It's just white people being white people.
Yeah, being neighborly, huh? Unless you like that couple in Ohio and ask why were you? That's not your house. But we'll talk about that another day. Let me ask you this. Hold on. You spent $100,000 on veneers.
Yeah.
And $1 million on diamond.
Yeah, on the implants. 16 carats. Yeah.
Y'all, I mean, unless you smile really, really big, you can't see them.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
The mouth says everything. When you go up and talk to somebody, you always smiling and you laughing and you in people's face.
Yeah.
But you can't be the cavity creep now.
Man, no, hell no. But you know what I'm saying? Like, women love it.
They do. Women like a good. Oh, you have a pretty smile.
Women love a good smile, clean nails, smooth skin, and a good scent. That's the key. And I want to say they like a good physique too, but I'm starting to meet women who don't care anymore. Like I meet women who like chubby boys or like because you like what you like, but I think that
well, you can be chubby and young. You can't be chubby and old.
That's true.
So,
Well, I mean,
I gotta stay in the. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta stay in the weight room. I'm
Right.
about to be 57, Yachty. So you know.
And I think it's just accustomed to you probably at this point, right? Like is that not just a part of your resume?
It is, but I know like I'm aging out of a demographic. I'm aging into a demographic that I can't. You know what I'm saying? When I was in my 20s and 30s,
You can fuck around.
yeah. Now slim pickings for you, boy.
That's true. That's true. Especially when you
say, no, you good.
Now when you see, this the thing with people like you, man. Y'all get to a certain age and you still like them young. You like
yeah.
You like the same age girls I like. You know what I'm saying? Right. When you get to a certain age,
I'm getting old, but my eyesight's still young.
right. Okay. And with that, you gotta uphold a certain way because you can't be old and sloppy.
You get one or the other.
Right.
Young and sloppy or old and in shape.
Exactly. Or you're gonna get old and in shape. Women.
No. Guess you got
Exactly. So we could do more more Instagram Live experiences.
There you go. See, there you go, y'all.
Exactly.
That was just audio. As Miss Pat said, that was for the visually impaired.
That was for those who do braille. Yeah, those. I get it. Okay, those who can't see.
I read where your monthly expenses were like $52K a month. You down now?
I'm double.
You double now?
Yeah.
You supposed to be going the other way, Yachty.
No, I'm at 100 now, for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah. Is that more than you?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
What you mean? You're more than way more than me.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Always? You never was there?
No, I ain't got no brand like that. I ain't had that money poured in like that. What does the future hold in business? Ask 9 experts. You'll get 10 different answers. Bull market, bear markets, rates up or down, inflation, high or low. Can someone please invent a crystal ball? Well, until then, over 41,000 businesses have the future-proofed operations with NetSuite from Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP. It brings accounting, financial management, inventory, HR into one smooth platform. With NetSuite, you get one source of truth for your entire business, giving you the visibility and control you need to make fast, confident decisions. Real-time insight and forecasting give you a glimpse into the future with data that's ready to act on now. When you close the books in days, not weeks, you can spend less time looking backwards and more time focusing on what's next. I use NetSuite. You should too, whether your business is earning millions or hundreds of millions. It helps you navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Speaking of opportunities, download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/Shay Shay. The guide is free to you at netsuite.com/Shay Shay, netsuite.com/Shay Shay.
That's cap. And why did you say here capping me?
Yachty.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I do. I'm a professional pocket watcher.
Okay.
Right? All I do is watch people. It's all I do.
Okay.
And last night I was on Club Shay Shay YouTube channel, and these views are substantial. And I know how YouTube payment goes, and I know how ad revenue goes. You do all right. All right?
I do okay.
So, you do damn okay in capital letters. So we ain't gonna see him act like you don't do all right now. You do damn well.
I do pretty good.
You do pretty good. You do damn
yes.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, CJ, who we've been together, CJ and I, he worked with me at Fox. And when I left, I brought him with me. He and I EP the show.
Yeah.
We've done a great job.
This podcast is, man, you are doing amazing things. I've never seen it. Well, I maybe fucking buddy, but like ain't too many podcasts you can go down they whole and it's just like good views. I mean, your views look good.
We do the best high-tech cameras.
Yeah.
CJ and I, we come up with guests that we think are going to be very, very interesting, have a great story to tell.
Yeah.
The way we produce it, the graphics, the editing.
I mean, but it's also you. You know,
Yes.
you cutting yourself short. You are more than half of this show. You know, people come here because people respect you and people value you and value that their time is in good hands with you. So you play a big part.
I definitely allow them to tell their story.
Yeah.
And that's why the videos are so long, is because I'm not trying to, oh, I only got an hour. I want you to tell your story in its entirety. And don't feel like I left something else. I wish I could have shared this with this individual. I like for people to tell their story.
And that's respectable.
Thank you. Investments. So now you got to invest something, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly you invest in diamonds.
I invest in a lot of things. I don't want to talk about none of my investments, but
crypto.
I did crypto. I was a scammer. I went to jail for scamming, right? So
Damn, how you scamming folk?
Man, I was poor, right? And so like I was buying Bitcoin in 2014. You know, we was buying Bitcoins and none of the other stuff, just solely Bitcoin, because that was how we went on the black web.
Yeah.
And that's how I bought your information. That's how I had your grandma's social. You know, you could only pay in Bitcoin. And it was dumb that then you get a Bitcoin back then for like $5,000.
Yes. 2,500.
Yeah.
Because I had a guy, I was showing someone that a buddy of mine, and he's like, hey, I'm just doing this because, you know, I like you. You're a good friend of mine. And I was like, there's an opportunity to buy Bitcoin. He said, I can sell you 10 now, and I can sell you 10 every 6 months, but it'll cost you $2,500 a coin.
What year is this?
This is 2015.
Wow.
I didn't know anything about it, Yachty.
Wow.
So, you know, if I don't know anything about it, I say, nah, I can't do that, bro. I say, I can't do that.
I know how you feel now about that, though.
I'm sick. I'm sick. Because he's gonna sell me 10 coins at 2,500.
Was he a good friend? Did you trust him?
Yeah. I had met him about 5 or 6 times and saw him at different places. And so I was like, man, why not just buy 10? I mean, I wouldn't have been.
We do that though. I've done that so many times, and when you beat yourself up about it, but I think that's the thing in life. Sometimes you just gotta take those chances.
You do.
You know. But who would have knew?
No.
I wouldn't. I'm telling you, I was buying Bitcoin, and I'm talking about I was buying it with no money. Like had I knew to just keep an account and hold some of that stuff instead of buying credit information.
Yeah.
I would have been a millionaire. You know. But I
way more.
But I would have never.
Cause what is the coin now? 100,000?
I think it went down a little bit, but yeah, it's way more.
Let's just say it's 80,000, and you know I could buy 10 initial and then 10 every 6 months. Let's just say I buy 50.
Yeah, you would have been probably been doing something different right now.
Yeah. No, I still have been doing this, but
that's beautiful. Then
look, they would have never known I had Bitcoin.
Yeah,
but there'd have been signs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I come to work on an elephant.
Right.
There's a sign. Shut up. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. I get it for sure.
Yes,
I get it. They would know why I'm Lil Yachty. I ride y'all everywhere.
Let me ask you a question, because I think we both get this. Is what happens a lot with us, is that friends asking to invest in something of theirs, trying to help friends out. You shaking your head, Yachty. You shaking your head.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a part of being black and successful. Yeah.
How do you say no? Me, it's easy. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Not like that. I think that's an older mentality. Like y'all comfortable with no.
Yeah.
I think
you gotta be.
Because if you don't put limit, what about when you was in the league? Was it easy to then?
Yeah. Because I've never really had a whole bunch of friends. Okay. I've had my friends. And we were cool when I was in the league and when I was in college, and we're cool now. Mm-hmm. And so for me, because you have to put limits. You have to put limits on what you give, because takers will never put limits on what they take. So if you just give, they'll take.
Yeah.
And then the moment you tell them no, you ain't ish.
Then you fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got all that money.
Yeah. Did all your friends do something? Were they all?
No. My friend, one of my college friends, he's still one of my best friends. I'd say I got 2 best friends.
Okay.
Keith Burns and Daryl McCormick. Mm-hmm. And we're like brothers. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say we're like brothers. We are brothers. Mm-hmm. The only thing, the difference is we don't have the same blood. We don't have the same parents, anything like that. Mm-hmm. But because I look at this, is how I measure my friend Yachty. If the roles were reversed, I was in their shoes, they were in my shoes, they would help me just like I helped them.
Absolutely. That's
the only way I can measure a friend. Mm-hmm. If the roles were reversed, how would he treat me?
And if shit gets sticky, who gonna be there?
They're gonna ride.
You know what I'm saying?
But what I like most about them, Yachty, is that they tell me what I need to know, not what I want to hear. Because even though we've been friends for 30 plus years,
that's important.
My homeboy say, homeboy, you know you're my homeboy and I love you, but you were wrong in this situation. You shouldn't have said that.
That's important.
You shouldn't have done that.
That's important.
Because a lot of times people will tell you what you want to hear because they don't want that bus to stop and you to open the door and ask them to get off. So they go, yeah, man, you right. Man, you got a way to tell them.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so crazy. That's the thing about when you get into this industry, man, it's so hard to tell.
It is.
You know, so many people want to just ride. Pause. Jesus. So like, but they disguise themselves, you know? And sometimes it take a real nasty incident for you to find out, you know? I'm so used to just like people turning their backs. They're like, I'm so numb. I'm so used to like doing for people and like being there for people and like them just like sliming or snaking and like.
You can do something for people 100 times, but it's that 101 that you don't do that all of a sudden
and now you're a bad guy. I did 100 things for 100 people.
Yeah. But that's the devil, you know.
Yeah.
You know, those saying the devil will never show up as the devil because if he did, you wouldn't let him in your circle, Yachty.
Damn.
He said, I got to show up as a friend because I got to get close to you. If I showed up as the devil, you actually going to do the deal?
Some people will.
Y'all depends on what's at the end of it, huh?
Yeah.
what that deal entails.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people do a lot of things for small rewards. Because if people, I feel like this is why I always have a hard time venting to certain people who haven't been in my shoes in certain situations because I like a lot of people just don't understand. They don't care to. You know, a lot of people think money is everything. You know, say, oh man, you over there crying about, I mean, you good, you got it. And it's hard to even explain this to someone who isn't there because they don't get it. You know, if their problem is money and you got money and your problem is something ethically moral or something else,
right?
They don't even understand that.
No.
Because it's like, boy, I'm gonna pay rent this month. You crying about what they want you to wear on screen, you know, something like that. Like, so they don't get it. So then you have a hard time with that. And then, you know, therapy is also an interesting thing because it's like I just feel like I get it, cool, we all need to be paid, but it's like, I gotta pay you to listen. So how much do you really care?
Sometimes you need somebody that doesn't have a dog in the fight.
What does that mean? You so country. What does that even mean?
Somebody doesn't have a vested interest. So I want somebody to hear that they don't benefit or not benefit for what I'm telling them.
Right.
And now I want you to give me an honest assessment based on what you've heard, based on what I'm dealing with, what you think the best course of action should be.
Oh, like as far as the therapist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I ain't talking about, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been to therapy, I've gone to therapy on and off for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Because I need to know why I am how I am.
Fair enough.
I need to know why I do certain things, why I say certain things, why I move in a way in which I move, why am I easily triggered by certain things.
Right.
And they give me an honest assessment of why they think that I react the way I react. And I need to know.
How'd you find that home for that therapist that you were comfortable with? Were you referred? Did you?
Yeah, the course said I needed to go to.
Okay.
And say if you don't, he'll put your ass in jail.
All right.
So it was easy. It was go easy. Like, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What time I need to be there? Okay. So I showed up.
For sure.
That's what happened. But it was you know, to actually hear these ladies like explain to me, because, you know, I've had, like I said, over 30 plus years and there was like a big gap in between. And to hear one doesn't know about the other and they're telling me pretty much the same thing. So I was like, okay, I see the issue. I see the problem.
Was you stubborn?
I was, because I'm a very prideful man. I work extremely, extremely hard, and I don't like when I think people are trying to take advantage of me.
Right.
So I'm a buck.
I feel that. Shit,
I'm going. It is what it is. And it took me a while to understand that even though somebody might disagree with you, Shannon, they're not always trying to buck. They're not trying to buck against you.
Right.
And so I had to like soften a little bit because I don't like people trying to take advantage of me because I was always small. I felt I've always tried to have to fight to get to where I got to.
Right.
And so now okay. Mm-hmm. Play with me if you want to.
I'm taking it. No.
Nah. And so I'm a big proponent in therapy.
You was defensive?
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
I understand.
Because I ain't
going for it.
No, I don't play about me and I don't play about my family. I've always been like that. Like, I don't know how it was like if you talk about somebody's mom. Mm-hmm. Now you had to show me you could whip me. You talk about Mary Porter, my grandma.
Yeah, see, that's some old shit.
Yeah, but you had to show me you could whip me.
Uh-huh.
And
you weren't going. Mm-mm. Oh, your mama jokes. Man,
I don't play. There's certain like I grew up in a time where you didn't play like you don't. There's certain things you just don't play about, Yachty.
Right.
And I grew up in that era. And so I still took that mentality. And a lot now I just have to, Shannon, you just got to let stuff go.
Yeah.
And sometimes people that kind of grew up in my era, they understand. Mm-hmm. But this younger generation, y'all play too much.
Oh, for sure.
All that pranking stuff, I don't play like that.
Right.
I got kids to play with. My kids will tell you, my dad didn't pillow fight. They wanted to do an MTV. They wanted to punk me one time on MTV. Mm-hmm. My older daughter said, nah, he not the one to punk.
Right.
Say he'd tear this whole thing up.
Yeah.
And I would have, because I don't play like that. I've been a very serious, matter of fact type of guy. And people that see me like, yeah, he don't play.
What is that about?
Grew up how my grandfather say men don't play. He say he was very matter of fact. He was very straightforward. All that he like, all that keying. Mm-hmm. He wasn't about it.
That's some country shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's some country old. Sound like some moonshine shit right there. Like,
and so that's how we grew up. My uncles were all like that. Everybody that I grew up around, cause we grew up around older people. Mm-hmm. We go get our hair cut. The barbershop is littered with old men, mm-hmm. and they playing checkers. They playing checkers mm-hmm. and things like that. But it wasn't no joking. Right. I don't remember hearing old men tell jokes or joke with one another like that. That was serious. And so I kind of grew up in that area, and that's how I am. So I don't. And
it just stuck with you.
It stuck with me. So for me to like have the joke, I got to really, really know you because I don't play with everybody.
Right.
And so
I understand that. Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I am. And so therapy's like, well, hey, you need to lighten up. Right. Everything is not that serious. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it just works better that I stay to myself.
That's fair.
I just stay. I know who I am. At the end of the day, I know who I am, mm-hmm. and so I don't want somebody to put me in that situation. So I just pretty much.
Well, you got to show them who you is.
Yeah, and I don't got too old now, so I don't want to have to tussle.
Not only that, life is pretty comfortable. We don't want to have a test.
Yeah. Life okay. It ain't Yachty, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Yachty, but it's okay. I'm doing okay for old poor hustler.
This guy here, man. This guy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing okay for a poor hustler.
This guy, man. What's this guy talking about, man?
Let me ask you this. You don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't really party. How have you been able to stay so clean? Because a lot of the industry is like that. That's a part of the industry. How have you been able to abstain from that?
Well, alcohol burns your throat, and smoking makes your breath stink.
Okay, what about the partying?
It's just not fun.
Well, how you get the, they be out. I'm just trying to ask how you appalling them.
Man, we got the internet.
Oh, you slide?
For sure. That's how I get around. I don't go outside.
They respond?
Not always. But shit, I got a pretty good track record. I do all right.
Hey.
I got like a Steph Curry free throw percentage.
Wow, Steph shoot like 90, 91, 92%.
That's about right. That's about right. You can't make them all, but you make most.
Yeah, you gonna miss a few.
Yeah.
But the ones that go in, they
most of them go in.
I'm trying to think. I asked someone, where do you think they have the best women? Miami, Houston, Atlanta, New York. Is there a state that we're missing? LA.
DC.
DC?
Oh my goodness, that's the beautiful, autumn east.
Better than Houston?
It's two different types of women.
Yeah, because Houston got them.
Jesus Christ.
I thought about moving to Houston. And then I went there. I said, I can't do it.
Houston women, all shapes and sizes, flavors, colors. Yeah, Houston is the one. I tell you.
Yeah,
but DC is the one too. DC has those beautiful Somalian women and all those like Ethiopian women and just like
I guess
they everywhere though, you know, like they DC, they not everywhere. I'll take that back. They're not everywhere. They in DC and Houston, New York got all the beautiful Spanish women.
What about the A?
Atlanta has the juiciest black women, you know what I'm saying? Just ripe like a pear or peach. They will take all your money. Yeah. I'm looking for love, man. I can't do this no more, man.
You know what? Me too, Yachty. That's what I'm looking for.
You looking for love?
Yes.
Bro, I swear, when you tired of young women, bro, my mom is single.
I ain't tired of them. I'm on fire. I mean, Yachty, I need some.
When you get tired of them, when you get to a point you need a lady that's, you know, same age as you, so y'all can experience gray hairs together and be old. Okay. My mama's around. You just think about it. You just ain't gotta talk about it.
But here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Half my age plus 7.
Half your age plus.
I'm 56. Half my age is 28. Plus 7. 35. Minus 3.
I feel it though. I swear to God. It's so funny because, like, man, when I was younger, when I was 19, I dated this chick. She was 27.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a thing about you're young, you go old, you get old, you go younger. But what I will tell you is, for me, when I'm dating or getting to know a younger woman, it's the thing of like, man, they don't be knowing, you know. And for me, it's like they can be so ignorant to things because they haven't experienced it. Exactly. Which, I mean, in some experiences, it can be cool to, you know, show someone things, but sometimes it's just like, man, I feel too old for this shit, you know? Like, and I'm only 27, but like when I'm dealing with someone younger, because I don't particularly like to, it's not that I don't like to, I just don't date celebrities usually because I don't go out. So I'm not like at like these events where I rub shoulders with like a famous woman, you know? So like, the women I'm usually like dealing with are usually live pretty normal lives, and they don't.
That's what I like too.
Yeah, they don't comprehend fully or understand the lifestyle always. Right. And also, just me being a man is just like I'm pretty like progressive, and like I'm good at communicating, and I don't know. I just like to think that sometimes I run into the problems I run into are just like it's like. But age don't mean everything though, because I've met some older women who still don't get it. Right. Still don't understand and still just move away where I'm like, man, this is like, it's not even cute. That's why I'm on the journey. I'm on the path, man. I'm on the love boat.
Yeah, I remember when I was in college and I see these girls, these older men trying to date. I was like, man, get your old ass on out here and date somebody y'all age. Yeah. Now I'm that age, and I bet they probably
right. I love older women so much.
As a 20, when you get my age, you won't be loving it.
Well, I think that hopefully,
unless you married.
I was about to say, by the time I get to your age, 50 plus, I really
hopefully you be married for about 20 plus. You got like 2 or 3 kids.
20 plus, not because I got married at 30.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's 2 years from now.
That's okay. You got a chance to really know somebody.
Yeah. Interesting advice coming from you. but I'll take it.
But it's hard because if you're doing what you're doing, it takes a special type of woman to really understand.
Yeah.
that you got to travel, you got to do X, Y, and Z, and you don't have time because she's gonna have to understand there's a lot of sacrifice for dating someone a high profile, be it an athlete, celeb, entertainer, whatever the case may be. Is a lot comes along with that,
Hell
and
yeah.
everybody is not equipped to deal with that. Y'all.
Nope. And don't understand it. My life's a little different because I'm a night owl. So I'm up all night sleeping all through the day. I'm so paranoid. I don't like going places, so I don't really want to do too many things. Because I'm always looking over my shoulder everywhere. I'm like, I'm just paranoid, you know. And it's annoying, but it's just like, it's how I am. I'm just a homebody. I've been wanting to be home.
Because, you know, like you look at a comedian, it's kind of hard because all their thing is at night.
Everything
they do is at night.
Right.
And so now, you know, okay, I got to perform 9, 10, maybe I'm getting off at 1 o'clock. I'm still on this adrenaline rush. I got to eat. And so I'm probably not getting to bed till 4, 5 in the morning.
Yeah, but I don't go to sleep till like 8, 9.
In the morning?
Yeah. Studio all night.
Hold on. So you go to bed 8, 9. So how late do you sleep? Till like 5?
No, I sleep till like 12, 1.
Well, I can't say anything because I like that too. I'm only getting 4, 5 hours of sleep a night.
But how many you need?
I
5?
want to sleep like I did when I was in college. I want to be able to sleep 8, 10 hours. But that was some good old. Man. Do you know what it's like to get a good, like? I don't know if you've ever had surgery. I want to be able to sleep like that one more time.
I don't even know what that's like. That sounds crazy.
Man, you know how you go to sleep and then you just like. They're gonna be like, okay, Mr. Sharp, we gonna start the IV. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know, I'm looking around like, hey, you know, I'm getting everybody. The next thing I know, Mr. Sharp, you're in the recovery.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Oh yeah, now that's how it was when I put the diamonds in my teeth. I remember walking in and then woke up at the hotel. That shit was crazy. And they told me I peed on myself.
Ah, man, come on.
Yeah. She told me I peed on myself, but I had different pants on, so that means the nurse had to see.
Yeah,
I had to see me on.
I don't know, y'all. I'd have just kept that one. I'd have took that to my grave.
They said it was natural though, like, cause when you go down for such a long time, like you, it's just pee. It's just shit. What the fuck? Like we
27 grown never wear that.
And niggas pee. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in my right mind. Niggas pee all the time. It's just they say if you in the desert, and there's nothing to drink.
You in the hospital room. That wasn't Clay. You wasn't.
Nah,
you wasn't stranded on naked and afraid.
I wasn't, but it happens. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm looking at your class. You, Uzi Vert, 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Do you have a relationship with any of those?
Yeah, it's cool.
Damn.
It's cool. I think
you need a homie. I mean, look, I got room for one more homie.
I fuck with all those guys. I mean, I got love for all those guys. Right. You know, like it's cool. I talked 21 the other day. Talked to Kodak not too long ago too. Right. I haven't spoken to Denzel in a bit, and I haven't talking to Uzi in a minute, but
they're just different. Okay,
we're just grown men living life, but it's no problem. I don't have no beef. I don't have no beef with nobody. I'm at the point where like I'm getting old, bro. Beefing is corny to me. I'm not finna be no old age like like this music, like we doing entertainment. You want to make someone get somebody some good energy, turn them up, cool. I ain't got time to be beefing nobody, bro. It's too much money out here. I'm trying to rub shoulders with billionaires.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And I'm trying to, you feel me?
Whatever money they ain't got, they'll print some more.
Man, I swear, and I'm not trying to block no opportunities based on
beef.
Y'all can go beef, man. I'm trying to. I beef with the IRS.
No, don't beef with them.
I'm losing.
Let me ask you this: How have you been able to land so many brands? I mean, you at Nike, Target, McDonald's, Fortnite, Nautica, Urban Outfitters, Sprite, Chef Boyardee, Puma, and C4 Energy.
Uggs, Axe, Reese's. I don't know if you said Reese's. Man, we can keep going. That list is extensive.
You have your own frozen pizza company.
Yep. With Walmart,
Nike shoe,
Nike deal, yep. What else? I mean, I had you said Nautica. I was creative
Urban
director at
Outfitters,
Nautica.
Sprite, Chef Boyardee,
man, that
Puma,
list,
C4. That's why.
Give me chills. Reebok had Reebok deal at a time.
That's why you could spend $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
See, that's why I can't. See, I ain't with nobody.
Nah, I think again, like I said in the beginning, imagery is everything.
Okay.
Right. So I never like This is my first face tat. I got this a couple months ago. Like my whole body is tatted, but it's like past. I always kept like a shoulder.
Some stuff covered. You can cover
I've always kept a shoulder. I never, like, I just got the back of my neck tatted. I always kept all this and this and this clean. Even though we're in a society now where it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
But
it's a lot more acceptable than it was 10, even 50, definitely 20 when I was growing up. Boy, a tattoo?
Oh yeah, you couldn't even, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That meant you meant to worship the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I wanted one too. I wanted to get my ears pierced. I wanted to get
all
a tattoo.
that, right?
My mama said, when you get 18,
Yeah.
and this was, I was like, think I like 15, 16.
My mother said the same thing when you get out of my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Because all my friends were getting earrings, getting the ears pierced. I was like, Mama, I want to get my. She's like, when you get 18, you graduate high school, you can get many as you want.
Yeah.
I ain't want it then. I wanted it.
But that's why they do it. Because because you goddamn open your eyes up. I met so many people that regret certain tattoos because you just was doing at a young age. So like, yeah.
I ain't got no tats. I'm just.
Yeah. There you go. It ain't for everybody.
No.
And we black.
Yeah.
You can't even really see this shit.
I think you got me a little bit.
But do you see your hands? What the f is he talking about? This man dark as shit. Man,
I think you got me a little bit, y'all. I think you got me a little bit, y'all.
Alcohol, man.
I think you got me a little bit, y'all. I'm just saying.
Man, that alcohol.
It's close, y'all.
You pour that alcohol in your hand. It's gonna be a clear difference in which is lighter. That alcohol. This boy. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let me ask you this. You've gone viral several times.
Not always for a good reason.
But not for a good reason. But painting your nails. How did you come to that? Say, you know what? I'm gonna paint my fingernails.
I stole that shit from Rocky. He did it first.
Okay.
But he did it so long ago. And I was painting my nails. I was always painting. I just had clear coats.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, because I was always around him. And I always thought he was, still to this day, think he's just like really cool. And so I started doing it. But then after I started doing it, everybody started doing it. So I stopped doing it.
D Wade, when you mentioned, Kid Cudi, Tyler the Creator, Drake, Paul. I mean, but you know what comes along with
being called gay? Yeah. I mean, people, I think, again, this goes back to the conversation about people not being comfortable in their masculinity. And also so interesting to me, like, it's like, who gives a I could see if I was gay and then I was like coming at it's like if I was DMing all the men in the comments like, ooh, give me your booty. Then it's like, all right, be confused. But right. I don't know any of you, right? And it's obvious, and I'm not. So like, why are you so worried?
Right.
It'd be one thing if I was like on social media, like, kids, be gay. Right. It's good for you. I'm not like spreading the message of go be like nigga, I'm over here doing me. Like, I don't get it. Just be on dick, bro. Pause. But they do. It's so weird. People spend so much time worried about other people. Like that video when you was walking in that store. Yeah. And you had them extra skin tight pants on. But like, why do people give a fuck? You feel me? I remember saying that, being like, why y'all so bothered? Who gives a my man like his skin tight. That's him.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Total Wines, I appreciate that. Hey, y'all need to go out there and buy some Shea by LaPortier. Total Wines, thank you so much for your support.
Hey man, you need to go buy that LaPortier Shea, man. That Shea butter liquor. That Shea butter liquor right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it though. People are infatuated with
someone else's sexuality.
Yes, but even more than that, though, just like all kind of things, like just like how people sit on the internet and comment about other people's lives. Yeah. It is mind blowing, but it goes back to the thing about celebrities, and it was like, man, people just like, as much as they love to praise celebrities, they love to tear down celebrities. Right. You know, and it's so weird because it's only in our culture. Yeah. There is no white shade room. You know, there's no Mexican world star.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm looking and I try to find, and I don't see nobody calling other celebrities or athletes or entertainers.
There's no Irish people over there talking about how tight their pants is. It's not happening. And they're not going back and forth over rappers' baby mamas in Italy. It's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? And I never cared though.
Right.
One thing about it, always like to make that clear. I was never bothered. Like a lot of it be funny to me. I laugh a lot of because it just be so outlandish.
You know, I think the thing for me is that when they started that bull jive, and I was like, you know what? I was like, man, I don't really play like that. Y'all trying to play with my name. And you know, you put something on the internet, it spreads like wildfire. Mm-hmm. Now, and I said this,
and you country and you from the South, so how did that affect you?
Because what they try to do, they try to emasculate you.
Right.
Because in our community, you try to try to minimize somebody, especially me. You see a big old black guy and he gay. I have never met anybody that said that to my face or say, oh yeah, he got feminine ways.
After that happened, did you have people that you've known your entire life ask you questions about it? Because I something I dealt with. Like people would text me like, "Are you?" I'd be like, "Bro, what the? I've known you forever. What are you talking about?"
I haven't, but maybe somebody said something to somebody, but no one has ever said that to me. I've never had anyone that says, "Oh." And it's like I said, it's easy to get on your computer and say certain things.
Right.
But when I see these people, that's not what they say when they see me. Right. And I'm like, okay, bro, if that's what you feel, why you all up in my face if you think I'm like that and I know you feel this way about these type of people? I'm cool with it. Hey, you cool, I'm cool. We ain't gotta get down, but I didn't like the fact, and it took me a while to like, Chad, look, that's not messing with your money.
Right.
I don't got no problem with nobody. That's just the way I was brought. Now look, I grew up in rural South Georgia. Obviously that was not accepted. And when I was in my grandparents' home, they felt that way, I felt that way. But when I got out and I can think on my own, I'm like, these people ain't bothering me.
Right.
These people ain't never done anything to
Right.
Why am I disliking them before what they want to do with their lives?
Right.
That ain't my life. How you choose to live don't have no bearing on Shannon Sharp.
100%.
You can have 50 baby mamas, you can have 50 boyfriends, you can have 50 girlfriends. I don't care, because if you ain't financing me, if it ain't feeding me, if it ain't effing me, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
So I had to learn though, Yachty. It wasn't easy because, like you said, I'm from 3 hours south of Atlanta,
right? And
everybody knows that when you go south of Atlanta, it's all country. And
that bull job. I won't play that bull job.
Nah.
That bull
so
job.
it took me a while, and so now I let them say whatever they want to say.
Right.
But like you said, them views and them checks still coming in.
Amen.
So it ain't impact nothing.
Amen.
So keep it coming.
Yep.
But Fat Joe said rappers and entertainers started painting their nails to get attention. But I think if you got good music or you do a good Fat Joe. You cool with Joe?
I love Fat Joe. Yeah.
But
I don't
nail
know.
polish, now you got a company.
Yeah, I did have a nail. Yeah. And invested to a real big nail company.
OPI?
Who?
OPI?
No, OPI. But it's so interesting. I don't know why other people did it. I did it because it was cool,
right?
And it set me apart. Right. Everything I do it set me apart, and I stopped because it stopped setting me apart because it became so
everybody
normal.
else was doing it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I started because it was me and it was my thing, and I love the fact it made people uncomfortable, because it shouldn't. But if like you ain't comfortable enough and I walk around, you uncomfortable, oh yeah, you a sucker. You can't nobody make me uncomfortable.
Right.
Unless it's a bunch of broke people. That's gonna make me uncomfortable. Then I'm gonna start gripping on to my pocket, my wallet, and locking the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, can't nothing else make me uncomfortable. Not your sexuality, not the way you look, not you missing your front teeth. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But people make bad decisions when they ain't got no money. So, and I got some. So, I'm gonna be the decision y'all make the bad one off, and I'm gonna get up out of there.
Let me ask you this, Yachty. What have you learned about dating since you become famous?
Oh man, I could a lot.
Okay.
A lot. A lot. I done been around the world and back. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, psychology is my thing. I love it. So I love talking to women. And man, it's so funny. I was having a conversation with I ain't even gonna say his name, with a homie yesterday about this, but like so much, because so many women are so different, but they go through a lot of the same things and they have a lot of the same mentalities. And it's, I can only speak for my generation, but they kind of want things that, like the material side of love when you date someone who got money versus like actual love. And a lot of women just like, I think you get so caught up in like a lifestyle that you don't build up real character development. You know, you just kind of get accustomed to a certain lifestyle. I learned that rushing things is bad, right? Like I've acted off impulse of lust multiple times, and I've been constantly, I don't want to say humbled, but like reminded that it's lust, you know, and I get showed like, man, you was acting off of what temptation and what you wanted, you thought you wanted, you know, off visually versus feeling something out, going slow and really getting a grip on understanding of why I even have interest in this person. I learned that physical appearance is such a small part of a relationship, because when you think about sex, it only lasts so long, you know? And then
speak for yourself. I don't know. The roast marks.
when you popping them grandpa pills,
Yeah, okay.
you know what I'm saying? When you popping them grandpa pills, you can go. You know what I'm saying? You can goddamn you gonna be stick tough for a couple hours on it. You know, you can break it back to
Like a truck on an energy drink all night.
Yeah,
all night.
I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? See, back in them days when, you know, it was for albums, I ain't got that in me, man. I'm gonna give you maybe 2 songs off the album, track 1 and track 2. And then we're gonna call it a night. I swear to God, we're gonna call it a night. We'll figure it out in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out later. But I'm not giving you track 1 through 16. I ain't got it in me. You know what I'm saying?
So how does Yachty differentiate who likes Yachty for Yachty and who likes Yachty for what Yachty can provide?
Well,
Is that the hardest part?
No, I think it's figuring out the opposite. Like, who do I like for them, and not like who do I just want to be like sexually intimate with, you know? And I think that takes, like I was saying, like, you know, sex is such a short part of the day.
Yes.
You still got 23 hours, for me, 23 hours and 45 minutes left in the day. So like, you know, I'm trying to, you want to be around someone that you enjoy being around.
Correct.
You know, outside of that you can talk to, that you could ride in the car with, that you could bounce things off of, that you can laugh with, that you can confide in and trust, that they won't turn it against you, use it against you, take it and tell somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it's you just have to experience things, and for me, I experienced a lot more women than great women, and I'll take responsibility and say I've met some good women in my life that I've maybe like just wasn't
ready.
Right. And
A little bit like, damn,
yeah.
effed up a good thing.
I always thinking life was meant for you to come back around.
Oh, you let us spin the block?
Yeah, hell yeah. Come on back around here.
You let us spin the block for real?
If I'm the one, okay. Ain't nobody ever missed out on me. Like if you miss out on me, you, yeah.
Okay.
One thing about me, I know my value as a man. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I have to offer. I know the knowledge I instill, and I know the effort I will put into helping a woman grow, right? And growing together. So I have no fear in like knowing I'll find someone, because I know I'm a good catch. I know I'm the catch. You know what I'm saying? I'm that Odell catch, that one catch.
That one hand?
I'm that catch.
That's it.
I'm that catch. That's the catch I am. So the first time he did it. So like I don't have no fear in like finding a good woman. And
what happens? A woman asks you like, Yachty, you gonna post me? When we gonna post? We gonna make our post?
Oh no, we'd never. We'd never. We'd never even. If I even felt that energy, I would know this ain't that, because I don't do that. I have one picture on my page right now, and it's the tour dates for the tour I'm about to go on. Right. You know, I just don't believe in it, because people feel the need to voice opinions. It's just like, it's just the whole thing with my kid, right? Like I deal with, it's another narrative that people think I'm a deadbeat because I don't post her. fuck you. Like, I don't need the validation.
Right.
You know, there's something like, man, mother and my child would go back and forth and butt heads on, but I don't need I don't need no one to like the picture. I don't need no one to tell me so cute, looks just like you, twin. I don't need that. I see her. I can look at her and see that we look alike. I don't need you to tell me. I don't need you to tell me her outfit's nice.
And I don't need the world to know.
And I don't give a I don't care. I'm not trying to make a TikTok dancing with her. Like, by the way, that's completely fine if that's what you're into, but my kid didn't ask for that.
Right.
I'm not going to make her a celebrity. She didn't ask for it.
Right.
You know, because I know the power I have. I know if I did it, I know what she'd be. And she didn't ask for it. She didn't ask to every time she go ice cream, someone asking for a picture, recording her, filming her. You know, I like the fact that she can go out with my sister or with my grandma and like they're not noticed. You know, if I put her on the internet and make her a star, people gonna stop her and always want pictures, and she's a kid. She
Let her be a kid.
If she get up and say like, "Daddy, let's make a TikTok and whatever," we're gonna do it then.
Right.
If that's what you want to do.
Right.
But I'm not finna choose that path for you. Right. I chose this path. She didn't choose this path.
NFL playoffs. We're talking about NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdown is the key to winning NFL playoffs, and the key to you scoring big, betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple as a player to score 6. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, make your pick. Here's another reason to bet your favorite player to crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $200 in bonus bet instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. You said you were once celibate. How long did that last? Because Redman said he was celibate with no sex.
Wait, I said that?
Yeah, you were once celibate. Because it was like you learned about yourself. You said you had so much sex it diluted.
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't like a celibacy thing. It was more so like I didn't care to have sex. I still don't. I mean, like, I can. But it's not like, it was a point in my life when I was like, man, I gotta some every night. That was what I was on, you know, because I thought it was just like what you had to do at night. I used to think you wind down, you got to wind down in some cheeks. That's just what I thought you had to do. I thought that was life. Like, why I'm not winding down in cheeks? This is weird. When I was going to sleep alone, I was like, this is weird. Ain't no cheeks. Until I got older, started realizing I don't need that. And it started getting to the point where I started running out of ways to get people out of my house. Like I was never like,
they don't want to leave, huh? They like that.
Yeah. Well, I got good conversation. And I'm not the most direct when it comes. It's so weird. I'm direct with everything except for like leaving, like when it's time to go.
Oh yeah, let me go. I gotta go. I got this appointment I gotta get to.
Yeah, and it's 3 a.m. I gotta go to
you want me to go home now? Drive safe.
I gotta get a haircut. At 4:45.
Yeah, my boy coming over.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, well, we do late night sessions.
We got some business to talk about.
Me and my pastor got it.
Yeah, but you know.
But it's just not, I mean, I think, I don't, just be quite fair. I like oral sex a little more than just other sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, because it's quick and.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we know, like, it's a personal preference thing, you know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? That's just women who good at doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think you goddamn be about to blow your back out with sex. Like, I like to have sex with women I like, you know? It just feels completely different versus just every time I have sex with someone I really don't care about, I'm like, damn, bro, this shit suck. It does, bro. Like, I like to have women I really know, trust, and like, because I don't really love condoms, right? And you can't just be going around anybody raw.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I try not to, yeah.
Hold up, let me get this right. You once dropped $100,000 on a Disney World vacation.
God damn, why are you embarrassing me? You're
flying private, shut down the whole park.
I didn't shut the whole park down.
And that wasn't even your lady.
No, I didn't shut the park down.
She better gave you buns for like a year straight.
Nah, I ain't getting no buns.
Whoa!
I didn't get no buns either. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
You ain't getting no.
Well, it wasn't embarrassing because nobody knew about it, but it was like, it was frustrating. Cause bitch, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But
She had to be bad though, Yachty.
Oh, she's very beautiful. Good woman too, great woman. And
You ain't circle back? You ain't try again?
Nah, cause she wasn't really my type for real.
You spent 100 bands on her. What you mean she not your type?
I think physically she was my type, but
okay.
I just wasn't worth it. I could have kept trying, I'm sure, and I probably would have succeeded at the mission, but like, it wasn't worth.
100?
It was more than 100. 100 was just the jet and the hotel.
This man high.
The hotel was $55,000 for 3 nights. The Ritz president.
Oh yeah. You gotta come on with it. Come on with it.
Yeah.
Come on with it, Yachty.
Yeah. I was ready.
55 for 2 nights at where
at the Ritz, at the presidential suite at the Ritz in Orlando. It's nice. God damn, it's nice.
It wasn't nice and she didn't come up out it?
Nah, it wasn't. That's saying like, that I used to believe in that saying like, man, a girl see this place, she guts to go. That's not true. Cause there's no way that room was nice. If a girl took me to that room, I would give her some. She if I was courted like that, I'm definitely dropping draws.
So let me ask you a question. You said physically, aesthetically, she's your type.
Oh, she was beautiful. Yeah, she is beautiful.
Maybe. So, and clearly you rolled out the red carpet. You wanted it, Yachty. I mean, you might sit here and say that now, but you try to get them.
Yeah, but I did it for me. I never been to Disney, so I was like, I wanted the best Disney experience possible. She was just the one I took with me.
I know Bob Iger personally. I can get you a Disney pass.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I didn't have that.
And you can move straight to the line. You get on all the rides. You can move straight to the front of the line.
But see, I didn't even do that. The shit we did, we was going behind the rides. We was in the car.
I can do that.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Mickey, I get you Mickey and Pluto and all them.
Yeah, I think I was just, I told you, bro, I was very over the top. Like I was very sporadic. I did just the craziest things because you only live once. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to do that.
Well, I'd have died. I spent all that money and they ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, no, it happens.
I think you better try again. Go back at her.
She got a boyfriend now.
He ain't got more than you.
No, but
I'll take over big bank, take little bank.
I never been a homewrecker for real. Once I see you got a boyfriend, I'm like, dope.
Okay, you're right.
You be wrecking? You a home wrecker?
No.
You wreck home.
No.
When the front door's closed, you go around the back
door.
door.
I don't. No.
You kick that.
You tell,
Damn,
you tell me you got a guy, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Because it's a certain type of feel when they hear it's like a professional athlete or somebody famous. Now he gonna try to buck. You think 'cause you got this, bro? No, bro. No, it ain't like that.
Yeah, I agree.
You tell me you got a boyfriend, I'm good.
Same.
Definitely. You tell me you got a husband.
Yeah.
Forget this conversation.
Absolutely.
I'd appreciate if you erase it.
Unless you come knocking on my door.
I don't care. If you got a husband, I'm gonna shut the door in your face.
It's never happened, but if someone with a husband came knocking on my door.
Nah, hell nah.
It's like
you asking for trouble, Yachty. A man might not even want that woman anymore. That's his wife. He might not want to be with her no more.
Yeah.
Let another man show interest in her and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so in that case, do you think is it his fault? Like, is it the guy who came in's fault, or is it the wife's fault?
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone, Yachty. Yachty, you don't need no. Yachty, you can have any woman in the world.
Yeah.
Leave that alone.
Not any woman, but it's a
lot of them out there you can have. You might not can have any, but you can have your Steph Curry percentage of them.
No, yeah.
Leave that alone, Yachty. But let me ask you, what about celebs? I just heard. I saw a little clip of it. One of your exes was on the show. You know what I'm saying? He was on the show talking about your past relationship. Somebody sent me this because they heard that I was gonna be interviewing you.
Ah, shit.
And they sent it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. What about it?
How that make you feel that somebody bringing up something that happened years ago?
Yeah, I was a shit person to her. So, and she was really great. So great. So I get it. She was a great person though, man.
But did she make a song about y'all when y'all were dating?
I don't know.
You do know.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You ever met her family? She got.
Have I met her family?
Yeah.
Of course. I know. Yeah.
Where's
this going?
She got some sister, don't she? Okay. We're gonna leave it there.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Do you like? You wish she hadn't have had that conversation? She could have kept
No,
that.
of course not. Of course not. That's the first time she ever spoke on us ever, publicly, and I honestly think she was pretty respectful. I don't think that she didn't shit on me. You know, I know what you're talking about, but like I brought it upon myself. It's not, she ain't tell no lies.
Did you apologize?
The music is a little bit more dramatic.
Yeah.
It's not as deep. That's another reason why women think I'm such a bad person. You know, because the music is so dramatic that it makes it seem as if I was just like, who's a person? No one's coming to brain right now, but just like I'm a person. Did I apologize? Yeah, maybe. I think so.
Maybe.
I think so. But our relationship is such a long span.
Right.
You know, since like high school. So like it's long and blurry. YOLO, bro. Shouts out to her. Tons of love. And I respect her.
Right. Let me ask you a question. What type of father are you? You mentioned like you don't want to post your child on social media because you chose this lifestyle. She didn't choose it. If at some point in time down the line, she's like, Daddy, you know what? Hey, let's do X, Y, and Z. I'm cool with that. But I want my child to have a normal as a child life as she possibly can for as long as she can.
Right.
What type of dad are you?
You know, first time parenthood is, I think I only have one. So, but I assume the first time was always the most unique because you're so like fragile, you know, like as far, like even when I'm in the house with my kid and like the mother of my child and my mother, my grandmother who passed away, my mother's mother, like I said, they worked in steel mills. She from Indiana. She didn't play. My mama didn't play until I got rich and famous. Then she started to play all damn day. But she didn't play at one point. Like she was mean. And so like punishing her, like if mother of my child's like, no, and she started crying, you know, mother of her child, she spoiled her. So she's like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, no, you tell her no, she goddamn no. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama old school. So like, she don't like, she from a different era of discipline. I'm still working on it. I be trying to discipline her, but it's the eyes, and man, like I don't understand how you could look into the eyes and be like, no, you know. I think you just have to.
And for you to be able to do that, because a lot of times we raise kids how we were raised.
Right, and I was damn sure raised like that.
Because my grew up with my grandmother, but and my mom, my grandfather was very disciplinarian. It was not, if they said no, you didn't ask why. They told you, hey, you hungry, it's time for you to eat. This is what you do eat. It wasn't like, no, I don't want this. What?
Right. That was how I came up to.
Yeah, I can never imagine questioning
it's
my
hard though, man. My daughter, she is. But I also see the spoiling. I can see the toll it's taking on her attitude, you know? So it is also important that like you do have to be a certain way or they'll start to think that it's their way or the highway. And that, I don't know. I'm fun, you know? My daughter, she's getting to an age where she is very curious on everything. And she's very funny, man. She's so funny and she check out quick. You know, like she can be there, then she can quickly, like she is no longer worried about this. She's on something else. So I think I do a lot of watching her, observing. You know, I never spent time with a child until I had one. Right. So like it's fresh and like new. So I think I'm like extremely observing, and I think I'll tend to be just like my father was and just be as encouraging as I can. And whatever she takes to, I'll just, lean more into that.
Just be supportive.
Yeah.
You're not on child support. How did you convince your child's mother not to put you on child support?
I said a number that was healthy. Because I thought the child support probably would have had a crazier number, but I said a good number that she was cool with.
Yeah.
But shit,
You want more kids?
I might as well be on child support. Goddamn.
You want more kids?
Yeah, I want 5.
5?
Yeah.
You see that healthy number? Times 4 more.
Man, I swear to God, too, boy.
That 100,000,
Yeah.
that'll be your child support, unless you married.
Yeah, type shit. But I want to. Ideally, I want to. The next person I have a child with, it be a family.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's what I want too.
Yeah.
I'm too old. I hate that.
Yeah. But that's the goal, you know. But I do, and I don't want the kids to be. I don't want my daughter to be too far in age from her siblings. So,
Bro, how old is your daughter? 7, 8, 3?
3.
Okay, well you better get started, bro.
I know.
So it's gonna be at best case scenario, it's gonna be 4 years separation.
Yeah, 4 or 5, hopefully. I just can't. I wish I want. I'm telling you, I'm looking.
I'm sure there's some prospects out there. First round draft pick. First pick of the draft, the Yachty draft.
I don't know.
Yachty selects.
I don't know.
A 5'8".
What's the call when the NBA go for the players that didn't get drafted when you take
Drafted free agent.
Yeah, we doing that. We going
You
to.
want to drafted free agent?
I'm just saying we got to open. Y'all can come in and try.
Oh, you want to open trial?
Yeah, y'all can come to the gym.
Just come to the camp.
I mean, let me check y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Type. Cause my Instagram DMs is messed up. That's the thing. I need Instagram to fix my DMs. For some reason, I can't see who DM me. So like, I feel like I'm missing.
Because unless you follow them, it won't come through.
And it's just so many people DMing me.
Yeah.
So that bull jive all messed up. You know what I'm saying? So I need Instagram to reset my DMs so I can see who trying to speak to me. Cause I don't go nowhere. So the women that I meet are women that I reach out to.
Okay, them the ones that you want.
Man, nah. When a woman reach out to you, I think that's when
she might be reaching out you for because you Yachty.
Maybe. It's only one way to find out. You gotta roll the dice in life. When you ever out at a cigar lounge or whatever old people do, and a woman walk up to you and she, tap you on your shoulder, how you doing?
They don't do that to me. They don't. I mean, but I'm more of a homebody than you.
Okay.
So I don't go out. So
okay.
No, nobody is like
in the airport.
And Jordan's with me 90% of the time. Jordan with me. I'm from point A to point B.
Yeah.
I'm in a hurry. I'm going there. I'm where I am, bro. I ain't got time.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to build this media and women want time and you make time for what you want. Okay, that's what I'm doing. My media company. That's what I want.
I get it, 100%.
So
you saying you're not looking?
I got one eye.
Okay.
Nah, you don't know. Look.
All right.
I mean, I got, I ain't Yachty. I can't just slide in somebody's DM and get them to respond.
Is that because you don't know how to send DMs? Or what
I know how to send DMs.
You can slide in some DMs if you want.
Ain't nobody gonna respond. They gonna say, "Oh, hi."
It just depends on how you do it. You older, so like your game may be a little rusty virtually.
Hey,
your virtual game may be different than your in-person.
You gotta understand, I'm LeBron James. I got 22 years in this thing. You know what I'm saying? LeBron been in the NBA for 22 years.
That's true.
Nah, I ain't got no game. I ain't got no game. Hey. I ain't got no game. Y'all that mean I done got old, man.
It is what it is, man. You just send them bottle of that Le Portier. Let them know you mean serious business.
I'm coming there with a knife, bottle of Portier in one hand, flowers in the other.
Although a lot of young women don't drink brown liquor.
But see, we can make a side card. We got different ways and to take some of the edge off it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Our side card.
What does that mean?
It's a drink. It's a mixed drink.
Okay.
Women like mixed drinks. Right. They like little fruity drinks and stuff like that. Then you ain't gonna take that to the head.
No, not straight.
No, I don't want them to.
Oh, you're right.
I don't want them to.
Fair enough.
I don't want them to. But let me ask you the top 5 rappers in ATL right now.
In Atlanta?
Yes.
As far as like popularity or lyricism?
Whatever you want to call it, however you want to go. This is your top. This is Yachty's top 5 ATL rappers.
I think Future, Young Thug, Lil Baby, 21 Savage, I played with Cardi. That's what I say.
Okay.
And that's just as far as like the most popular representing Atlanta. That's not in order.
Right.
But that's my like top 5.
Okay.
Yeah. In Atlanta, Georgia. Not all time Atlanta, Georgia, just right now.
Okay, give me the top 5 rappers all time in the ATL.
Andre 3000, Future, Young Thug. Gucci Mane.
That's 4.
T.I.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice little list.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I think that is like, yeah, all time. Yeah, absolutely. We got, the best, I think the best rappers
You've
came from here.
been in the studio with a lot of different J. Cole, Kanye, Drake, Future, Cardi B, SZA, Young Thug, Baby, Gunna, Playboy Cardi, Travis Scott, Quavo, Offset. What's it? I mean, let me ask you a question. When you go into the studio, what's Yachty on?
Depends on who I'm going in there with. It changes. It changes. Depends. It depends if I'm coming to. Am I writing? Am I producing? Am I collaborating? It depends.
If you on the track,
Yeah.
you're in the studio.
With someone else?
Yes. You trying to burn it?
I'm trying to have fun. It depends who I'm going with again. If I'm going with a well-respected lyricist, I'm trying to show my game.
Okay.
But I usually I don't collaborate that often, but when I do, it's fun. Making music alone is fun. So when you're collaborating, it's super fun, unless they kind of suck or they're taking a long time, then it's not fun anymore. But I just like to have fun with it.
Right.
You make good ones, you make bad ones.
Can I ask you, why you and Nicki had a beef? You said you wouldn't work with her because your allegiance to Cardi B.
Yeah.
You want to retract that, or you?
I have, and by the way, I respect both of these women, right? Aside from the differences, and I think they are both very talented women in the industry who have, rightfully so, earned their way to the top. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I hated that I even answered that question because I kind of just inserted myself in something that had nothing to do with.
Yeah. But you blocked you.
I'm still blocked.
You still blocked?
I'm still blocked.
Drake can't even get you unblocked, huh?
I never even asked him to. It's cool. I love Nicki from a distance.
Have you
Cardi.
You said what you said.
Yeah, I did, and I was so scared to talk to her, bro.
What the hell?
Bro, she in person, if you think that she is like, she look away online, in person, she just like glow like a what's them things back from the 90s, those light beams, those that you plug into the wall, those crystal, those light, those like lights that had like the electric, whether you plug it in the wall and they had like the electric.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, those like lava lamps.
Yeah.
She just glow like a lava lamp, and she's short. And she's so beautiful, and she just walk around and.
What is it with the women though? It seems like Nicki has, her and I guess Meg don't get along, and Nicki and Cardi doesn't get along, and then Remy Ma and this one don't get along.
I don't know.
What is it with women?
I don't know, but I love them all.
Yeah, I do too.
I love all of y'all.
My new favorite is Glow though. I like Glorilla.
Glorilla's sick. Glorilla, Sexy Red, Doechii, man, all these women are killing it right now.
Yeah, man.
All you got all these new women, K3s killing it. Fucking Molly Santana, BK the Ruler. So much. Gotta big up Ice Spice. All the women in the industry are just like so sick.
Right.
I respect them, and I love them all. All women artists in the industry, Tierra Whack, all of them, killing it. Dream Doll, all the women in the industry, I respect, and they earn they right in keeping hip hop, and they putting on for the women.
Yeah.
But yes, Glorilla is just thriving at the highest level.
Yeah, man. I love Glow. I mean,
she's sick. She's authentic.
Yes.
She's herself. She ain't trying to be
I love that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean when I say she authentic. She ain't trying to be nothing else. She got that energy, man.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah, all of them.
Them barbs was on your head, though.
So, yes.
Them barbs was on your head. I know they was in your DM. Hey, you got some DMs then. I bet you saw those.
And the craziest thing is that I was a part of the barbs, bro. I love Nicki, bro. I still do. But I get it. I said what I said, and I respect it, and I take, you know. But I do always, any chance I get, and I love Cardi too.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Right.
You know, it was just I was young and I inserted myself in some I really ain't had no business doing.
Right.
So again, it was apology to Cardi, to Nicki and to Cardi, because Cardi didn't ask me to. She didn't say, she didn't say go out there and speak for me. She didn't. So I apologize to all that, and I tell you, man, I never put myself in no ever again. I swear to God.
Let me ask you this, Sarah. Ghostwriting. Where are you on ghostwriting? Because, I mean, some people like, okay, Shannon, blah, blah, blah. And then some people like, nah, if you a true MC, you got to put pen to pad.
It's stupid, though. You know, like, I think that, like, it's a collaborative effort. It's music. No one is saying go make a movie by yourself.
True.
It's entertainment, right? Like, it takes a team to put together a record that you know and love. And I think that you are just, like, lost in the sauce if you don't like a record because you feel like someone should have did it alone, you know, or it should have been 100% true, or all of the components in the story weren't authentic to that artist.
Right.
What are you talking about? If you like it, like it. If you love it, love it. If you hate it, hate it.
Right.
No one gives a because there's a person for everything, right? I think that, yes, I understand in MCing and rap that, like, it's built off of your skill capability. And I think that people confuse it too. They don't understand that you can do both. Someone can help you make a good song and you can be a really great rapper. You know, a hook, someone helping you with a hook or a melody, it's just a collaborative effort on that. Or even helping you with a verse. It's, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I man, but people don't understand how music is made. Just like people don't understand a lot of it, you know? They don't. They just, like, take a headline and run with the narrative.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you and Drake become so close? You ain't gonna turn on him, are you?
What?
You ain't gonna turn on him. Because he was close with a lot of people.
Hey, man. Call it glazing if you want to, man. That's my brother, man. That's my big brother, man.
How they turn on a man like that, though? Yachty?
I think that, again, this is a conversation I'm not going to insert myself into because I've learned my lesson on this shit.
Drake done pulled a lot of people up to the top.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Come on, Yachty, come on, give me something, Yachty.
I don't know, man. I do think that. I don't know.
What you think?
I think that he is a great guy and that he's done a lot for a lot of people. And I also think that, you know, when you're at the top for so long, I think, like, you know, like, it's only so, like, I don't know, you know, but I think he'll be back. Because one thing he can do is make hit records. And that's that's all it boils down to at the end of the day is, can you make a good song or not? You know?
You gave Casanet, you leaked the song to Kai purposely.
Yeah. I leaked a bunch of songs to Kai all the time.
Why but you couldn't get it cleared because of the sample. Why not just remove the sample so the song could get played?
No.
You couldn't get a sample cleared, right?
No. Yeah, the song with Drake. Yeah. It didn't have the same effect.
Okay.
Without the sample. He actually did remove the sample and he put it out. And it didn't have.
It didn't hit like it was supposed to.
No, it did not.
So what's how much what's a typical price for a sample? How much you got to pay for a sample? 5,000, 20,000?
They vary. You know, that sample specifically was like just was a guy on social media who it was his voice. But, like, man, samples can vary depending on how popular that song is, you know, and who owns it, who owns the masters and the rights to it. So it can vary, man. A sample can be $100,000. A sample can be 50 grand.
But that's a one-time fee, right?
Yeah, but also they can take publishing. So you can have to pay them, and they can take the right.
No, don't work. No, bro. If I'm paying you $100K, you done. I'm done with you.
No, you're paying me to use it, but it's still my voice, and it's gonna play forever. So I still need a piece of that. It's crazy, you know. Sting,
You know what? Now that you mentioned that, yeah, we had that. CJ, remember we had that with a song? I said, oh no.
Somebody used your voice?
No, we wanted to sample the song, and it was gonna be 64,000, but it's gonna be 64,000 every year. I said, oh no.
Damn.
I said, oh no. Oh,
you didn't use that record, did you?
No, sure didn't.
Yeah.
We get help at what's the song? CJ? Nipsey.
Okay.
Nipsey Hustle.
Yeah.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
Got no problem with that, but you're not finna just rake me across the cold because you think we got some money. That ain't finna happen.
That's what it is.
As a matter of fact, we just start showing the video. You see Lil Yachty talking with no intro.
There you go.
y'all ain't finna break me off. Hold on. I don't want to do this. I don't want to, because I don't want to get you in trouble. But Soulja Boy thought your SOD Super Soaker was a diss to him. You cool with Soulja now?
I don't know why he thought that. It was so ignorant. It was like completely, it was clearly showing love.
Right.
Like, Soulja's so interesting because he knows I was the biggest Soulja Boy fan ever, like my entire life.
Right.
You know, and I was always open about that. But I think he was going at Drake. He wasn't going at me. But that song was clearly like love to him. It was no way a diss. I don't understand his logic on that song, but shouts out to Soulja Boy, man. I think Soulja Boy is a unique guy.
You had Drake. You had J. Cole on your pod, and obviously he started out in this little thing, this battle, this beef, or whatever you want to call it. And he's like, "Nah, I'm done with this." Are he and J. Cole, are he and Drake, are they cool now?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Streamers versus rappers.
Yeah.
Are streamers bigger than rappers now?
Absolutely. Some of them.
Damn.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Double quit, Yachty. You supposed to say, nah, you supposed to fight it.
Kai is.
Kai.
Kai and Speed are. They are.
Yeah.
You know, and like QXC, like a couple streamers, not all of them. Right. You know, and it ain't big.
Aiden Ross or something like that.
Aiden Ross is pretty big too. Yeah. Aiden Ross is bigger than a lot of.
So let me ask you a question: too. If you were to compare Kai to a rapper, who is he? He Drake? He
of streaming?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. He's a Drake of streaming.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you got Blackboy Max, who is killing it right now, bro. Blackboy Max is like, I haven't met him yet, but like I'm a big fan, and we kind of connect in the same way, connect through FaZe Clan, and he's just like really getting a young black dude, and he's just doing his thing. He loves music, and he putting on for the underground culture in a different way, in a different light, and he's killing it. I appreciate these kids just going in front of their computer and like being themselves. You know, rap is a lot of like fake personas, a lot of fake.
Right.
Like streamers are just them. It's just, that's who I am. This is who I am. They could be a little corny sometimes, a little cheesy, but that's just them, you know? And that's just what it is.
You had an artist leave the group, your label, Caribou. Uh-oh. What happened? You gonna fix it?
I tried. I really did try. I tried to. Man, I swear to God, I tried. I cared so much for her. It just didn't work out. You know, we had different views, we had different mindsets, and I just can't tolerate disrespect. Is
it hard to try to manage someone else's career and do yours simultaneous?
Not to me. Not in my head. Not at all. I don't think so. Because it's so different. You know, so complete different lanes, you know? And I cared. Right. So if you care, you make that time.
Right.
I don't even want to sit here and like bash her, right? It's just
different of opinions, different of
no, it wasn't any different opinion. I just don't tolerate disrespect. I don't.
Okay.
Especially when I'm doing for you.
Right.
I won't take it. You know.
Or should you?
And sometimes I don't even think it was on purpose, man. I think she just kind of like. I don't know. I don't even, you know,
We'll leave it alone.
Yeah, I don't even.
All right, check this out. Okay, now you stepped into a new career, a media career. You got podcasting.
Yep.
How's that going?
I kind of stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, you just started, Yachty.
Yeah, but it was an extra. I did it for a friend.
Don't make him rich. You want to help him out, make some bread.
Yep, and it just kind of like, man, it just kind of, I don't know. We kind of
y'all
fell
went
out.
separate ways.
Yeah. Yeah, and
you falling out with a lot of friends, Yachty. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I'm tired of just doing. I'm removing myself.
Okay.
You know, like respect to them, and I hope they live great lives and do great things. But I bro, this shit go years beyond right now of me being there, extending my home and opening my and spending money and taking people around the world. I've been there.
Right.
Way before anyone knew these names or who these people were. I was there for them. Right. And like so. I'm over it. Like I'm over it now that people got some fame and fortune and that, and they like have certain egos. It's not. I mean, I don't. You don't need me. You know, I don't ever want nobody to think that you don't need me. But like, we gonna have respect.
Can y'all reconcile this? The you say y'all were friends before. Can you reconcile?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not on my brain. I kind of move forward. I kind of move on and kind of just look forward. I never really turn backwards.
Can you really? Genuinely, authentically mix friends and business?
It's hard. Real hard. It's really, really hard because there are certain conversations that are hard to have with friends, especially like because in just business, sometimes it's not going to always be beneficial for you or that person. And when you're friends, friendship is kind of built on like equal partnership.
Yes.
You know, and it's just
it's
not
mutually beneficial.
That's just not how business is all the time, you know? So it's really hard. You know, you got to be an egoless human being, which they exist, but it's hard, man. Yeah. It's hard. You know, I've tried multiple times.
Have you read you change your number on everybody? You got a whole new number.
I change my number all the time.
Why the hell you change your number all the time?
Because it leaks. These hackers, man, they want the music. My number leak all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is rap, hip hop.
Yes.
Because we talked a lot about it. Is hip hop dead? Is it ever going to be what it was once?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's dead or
I don't think it's dead.
Okay.
I think that you have periods in life where things, you know, slow down and people figure things out. But I don't think it's dead. I think that there's a lot of dead talent in it.
Right.
But I think there's also a lot of really great talent that doesn't get the light. I think that I do think there's a lot of whack
artists weighing it down.
Yeah, and they do superficial things, you know, like these marketing schemes that go on. But who the fuck am I, right, to talk about it? So yeah, but no, it's not. It's absolutely not dead.
Country music and Latin music is past it.
We're down.
Yeah,
we're not dead. Yeah. It's down, but it was down before. Pop was above it, absolutely, 100%. And I think that you'll never know when, but it will, because the culture is just it. We even if we're down statistically, we're still leading in cultural views. We're still leading in like we're the coolest. We're who everyone gets their looks to. You know, we're who you're gonna put a rap feature on your record. You know, like we're the inspiration. So, yeah.
Are artists too concerned about first week sales?
Absolutely. Rappers are. It's not in any other genre except rap. So rappers are. Yeah, but it's because it kills it. It's so weird, man. First week numbers kills the perception of taste of what we like, how we feel about something. Like, man, something could be like kids downplay a project based on the first week numbers.
Yes.
You know, without even listening to it. Or the first week numbers would be good, and then they'll be like, oh, I need to get this shit another shot. I need to listen to this. It's so crazy. How do numbers, how does that compare to the conception of the art? If you like it, you like it. If you hate it, You hate it. I really wish we could ban it, but I'm pretty sure you can't. But it's just so ignorant. It's stupid, bro, you know? Because if you like it, you like it. If it's good, it's good. Because it can be good and didn't reach the masses. That doesn't make it any less good.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. And man, I remember when I made a alternative album, and I made it with some of my rock fans and my family, like my friends, and like who tour all around the world. They even like, you know, I was talking to a good friend of mine, Fred again, who was one of the biggest, you know, DJs around the world, sell out stadiums. And he'll tell me, like, he'll drop a project and it'll do like 5,000 first week, you know, 6,000, 7,000, because everyone's not just running to it. They work jobs. You got lives. You get to it when you get to it. You don't just first night come out have to run to it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like our culture thing, you know. And even in rock bands, they like, man, like albums grow over time. They work albums for a year or 2 years.
But everybody used to those big sales where they used to do 500,000 copies, 750, 1 million copies, and you know X amount of copies in the first week. But I don't think that's gonna ever be like that again. I don't, Yachty. I don't think you'll ever see.
Because of streaming, you know.
So where are you on the streaming platform?
I love it. I mean, I think it is what it is. I think we need to make it a little bit more accessible. It's hard to put shit on streaming platforms. It's not as easy as like you just go on your phone, press a button. You gotta upload through all these things to get it up there. I feel like it should be like SoundCloud, where you could just go and I could put it on Apple Music myself, you know. But it is what it is. We could complain all day, man.
Where are you on the TikTok rap? When people make songs just for TikTok?
I don't know, man. It's kind of gimmicky.
Right.
Like it's cool, you know, but if it's natural, it's natural. But like a lot of it be real gimmicky.
Right. Let me ask you this. There seemed to be a little something going on with Drake and LeBron. Drake does have a tattoo with LeBron's high school jersey on him. And I don't know, maybe somebody said he took a shot at him. Academics is all spreading things, said LeBron is doing, I hate that. I hate what Academics is doing but anyway, is there any truth? I don't know if you know anything about the beef, alleged beef, alleged, because I don't want to be out here starting a rumor myself with something going on between Drake and LeBron. Because that was his man. He walked Bronny out, I think when Bronny first had his, came back from his heart thing that he dealt with, and Drake was there, and they seemed to be cool. Drake would send LeBron songs or his record before they hit the mainstream. What's going on with that situation?
Is that a factory set down? You got yeah, we know. Yeah, I like those. I have one very similar.
Yeah, I just got the platinum with the baguettes. And the diamond with the sapphire.
Wait, the platinum with the blue face or the what
no,
face?
it got the diamond. It got the diamond.
Oh, you got the diamond face factory diamonds.
Yeah, with the baguette.
I don't have that kind of.
Don't do that. Bro, look at that. Let me get that right there.
No, this is. That's
the platinum. Yeah, I know what that costs.
But this compared to that,
that's a million.
That's a.
I don't want you to get hit over your head and leave it here. But
that's a beautiful watch you got there.
The green. I wanted the green. I wanted something.
I like the rose gold green face.
Yeah.
But that yellow gold is really nice with the diamonds around her face.
But I got the rose gold also.
Oh, the rose gold green
with
face?
The diamond dial.
Oh, with the diamond dial, diamond dial rose gold.
Yeah.
And you got the paddock too now.
Yeah,
you got the paddock.
Got a paddock. Got a paddock, little paddock. Little something.
Yeah, you got a collection on.
But that's what you got.
This
and you got the big diamond.
Yeah. Oh, this is married to myself.
What is that about?
It's about
15, 20?
16 carats right here.
See?
2 carats all around. Then I got different carats in this one. It's a chunk. Big boys right here.
Woo!
Yeah.
One of them shaped like a football.
6'5". You know what I'm saying? 6'5". So.
Now you do realize, like, the woman that you eventually proposed to.
I can't. The Rock gonna be bigger than mine.
It gotta be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How long? That's 15.
Yeah.
Plus the 2 round plus. So you probably sitting on about 20 total.
Right. Nah, this way more than 20. Nah, this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So it's 20 around, 16 on top.
Right.
And then you got 6, 6, 5, and got 16 in my teeth.
So you sitting on down there 40, 50.
Yeah, without no bracelets or necklaces or nothing. Yeah.
Oh man. You know, you see those little old folks.
No, but
let me cover mine up.
No.
They can't see this right here. After they see that right there, let me cover this up right here.
I got an obsession with diamonds, man. I always need to go bigger.
I mean, how do you like? You didn't want no pinky ring.
I used to have a pink ring back in the day. I used to have a big diamond on every finger. I thought that got kind of country. And I was like, damn, I told you I'm a guy. So I was like, man, what are men or rappers doing? And I walk around with engagement rings.
Right.
So I did that. Because most men like the Super Bowl type of ring.
Yeah.
I like the engagement
so
style.
You want to take that out and get that to the?
That's cheap. You can't do that. That's cheap. I can't take it off my finger and give it to you. I give it to my daughter at one day. Well, I may just wear this as my wedding ring, but I gotta get you your own ring that's special to you, that shows you that I thought about you, and this is for the symbolization of us. One day. I don't know when that'll be. I can't, there's no rush.
Right.
I be trying to think, like, I don't know how long I would date before I would feel like I'm ready. I guess it's just a feeling,
It's a feel, yeah.
Yeah. It's no time limit on it.
No.
Yeah. But
it could be a month, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 5 years.
Right.
But you'll know.
When we get there.
You're going to get there. Tour. I see you going on tour with Tyler, the Creator.
9 months.
You ready?
It's a long time.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. I never toured that long ever. I'm excited though.
Yeah.
He's a big mentor of mine.
Right.
Inspiration, and I learned so much being around that guy. He truly is a genius. No glaze.
Tell us about the Rolling Loud walkout that got turned into a meme.
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. You can't, man, those type of things you cannot produce them.
No.
You know?
It just happens.
Yeah. I don't freaking know. I was just like, that's how my shows are. We have energy. So like, I think it was just it just happened.
Right.
Cool thing though, cool. It was just shot. That moment in time was shot and put up, and it did what it was supposed to do.
What's your craziest interaction with fans?
I don't really have that many. One time, a fan showed up at my mama's house with a suitcase, at my mom's house with a suitcase at night, trying to move in.
It was a woman?
Yeah, and she just sat ringing the doorbell.
She look good?
Not from the security camera. No. And it was like, how did you get her address? And she sat there until the police came.
Damn.
Police escorted her off. That was kind of crazy. I also had this one fan that was like, man, she was obsessed with me, and like she was real mean to the mother of my child when we were together. And she was kind of crazy. And she was a gangster. Like she would show up. Like she would buy tickets. She would like do meet and greets. And I would be like, you're crazy. You're here? Like you're crazy.
Yeah.
And she's like, and smile for the picture, but she was crazy. She still is crazy. But that's about it, those two. That one chick that was like, she was just like, man, she used to really raise havoc on my BM. And then the chick that showed up at my mom's house with a suitcase ready to move in, trying to literally move in.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't have too many crazy interactions that I remember. Thankfully, I hope. I don't want no crazy ones.
As we wrap up, is there anything you'd like to promote? Is there any special projects you got coming out that you want to tell the fans about?
Nah, man, I got microneedling on my back. So expect the summertime to come around. My skin should be evened out. All the acne on my back gonna be gone. So we're gonna be showing a whole lot of back this summer.
You've been working out, you ready for the tour? You ready for the tour? You've been working out, doing cardio?
I've been mentally preparing myself for the idea of working out, but I haven't got to it yet.
Cause you what, 27?
27. The hardest part about working out is starting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So that's the hard part for me.
And it should be easy because you don't eat ish anyway.
Nope. But just that first few times beat your ass, and then you sore, and you goddamn, you sweating, and you wake up the next morning, you can barely get out the bed, and you aching in your joints and your arms for like noodles.
The thing is, you got to go and get it done, because when you jumping and flying around across that stage,
I know, man. I walk up the steps and I can't breathe. For real, bro. I'm out of shape. Like, fuck. And I used to, me and my mother used to get up and we used to jog like 5 miles every day. And I just like, man, the thing about it for me is traveling so much throws off my schedule.
Yes.
And it makes it really hard to keep a consistent
routine.
Exactly.
It does.
And then you're back at square one with the like I've never done it before, and it sucks, you know? And so I'm just trying to like break that wall. Hopefully I can start it on the road, because we leave out in 2 weeks. So hopefully you kind of just, you got the same routine kind of on the road. So I'm gonna try to implement a healthy workout regimen, because man, it's night and day, you know. I went, there was a time in my life I went like about 2 years consecutively working out, and it was such a, you feel so good, so confident, you have so much energy after you work out. I mean, like I used to feel like I could conquer the world, you know, after times where I'd be so exhausted, or like you just feel good and strong, and like you just like you ready. And that plays a big part in having a good day and having good character and being nice to people, because you feel it. You feel nice. You feel good and energized, versus when you're sluggish and you don't really want to be nowhere, and you're not really confident in how you look, you know, how you fit in a shirt, you know. All that stuff plays a part. Everything plays a part in, you know, the cycle of life. So I'm going to vow to a healthy workout regimen this tour. 9 months. If I do it the right way and I stay consistent, after 9 months, I should be looking like you.
Lil Yachty, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate that, bro.
I appreciate you.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.